Oh boy, I'm nervous now.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Sure you are.
yeah. The more you do this, you'll get more nervous. I don't know what it is. All right, we are live.
That doesn't make sense. You're not supposed to be
Nah,
nervous when you
that's
do it
what I
all the
try.
time.
Remember, I tried telling you, like, Jay, if you get on the stage, you'll be fine. Nah, bro. Nah, these little jitters you got right now,
Mm-hmm.
they get worse. Like they get
Okay.
in about 3 months in, you're like, okay, this is fine. I got it. You're not nervous at all, Jordan?
I kind of like the nervousness. It's a good kind of excitement.
Where do I
Keeps you
hear
alive,
that
right?
from? Is that coming from Matthew or is it coming from Spade?
You hear what?
I don't hear anything.
Hello.
No, I heard my own voice talking. Okay, it's fine now. It's all good. Uh,
All right.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna just jump this right off. Who here has ever had a problem with sleep apnea?
Well, yeah, yeah.
Really?
Because I snore sometimes, and sometimes I wake up and I'm like, it doesn't happen all the time though, but it does happen.
So what do
Do
you
you
do?
mean diagnosed or because I sometimes I have I don't seem to breathe anymore in my sleep. I guess that's
Right, but
sleep
that's what
apnea.
sleep apnea
Oh,
Yes,
is.
I have the same then.
yeah, sleep apnea is just where you just wake up,
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
catch your breath real quick. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was just about to die 10 seconds ago. So you guys have had it as well, right? Okay.
Yep.
So last night, right? This isn't the first time this ever happened, but oh boy, right? This is why I was late. Well, not late. I mean, we're on time, 10 o'clock on the button. But man, was I rushing. Like I tried to shit, but it was like a 3 second shit. Like get on the toilet, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Nothing's coming out. Get in the shower. Let's go. Right. And then I was in
My
the
kind of
shower.
shit.
Yeah, and now
Mm.
exactly, I was in the shower. I was like, "Oh, let me wash my balls." Oh shit, I might have to shit. So I tried to squat over and wash. Oh, my arms look ripped, and I was just scrubbing my balls while trying to poop. It was awkward. But the reason why it held me back is when I was doing this, I was like, So I woke up about 4, about the same time as yesterday, and I panicked. Like when I tell you I panicked, I panicked. My mind said you're gonna die right now. But it wasn't like hurry up, tell Brie you love her, or give her a high five, or just something like, hey, I'm on my way out. My first reaction was to just breathe. Like, because you can't.
It's a flight or fight
Yeah, it's not like,
thing.
hey man,
Yeah.
by the way, I'm dying right now, so I just want to say goodbye, right? But I couldn't even say that out, like I couldn't talk. It wasn't sleep apnea. You know what my problem was? So I had to Google this. I said that, I'm too fat. I'm eating too much, but I'm losing more weight than I've ever lost, right? I'm at 251 and I was at 257 at my lowest. Well, I was lower than 251. It's not the point. The point is what happened is I slept with my mouth open. And then what you can't do this because what happens is you're bringing air down your passageway, right? And it dries the whole thing out. So it's not a matter that you can't breathe, you can't swallow. So what did I do? My first thing was to look for a drink, right? I didn't get a drink. You know what I did? You know what I did? I ate a Tums. You know what Tums needs to go down your esophagus? Water.
Liquid.
Do you know
Yeah.
what Tums turns into when you chew it? Chalk. So now my mouth is too dry and I can't salivate. So as I inhale, I feel like oh shit. Sorry.
Just like that. Just like that.
That powder. And I blow it out and it's like I blew out a puff of blue smoke. It was just and it's like, it's all over the bed now. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get a drink. Almost threw up right there. Uh-oh, let me get a drink. Hold on. This is rough. Ooh, it's all dry. It's all dry. Sorry. So I got this, now I got it down my throat and I'm like, oh man, I was so tired. I kid you not. I know we're supposed to do like a group show, but it's fine. Let me tell you the story. I was so tired. Shame on me. Shame on me. What I should have done is I should have got up and go get a drink. My first reaction was just lay back down. You'll go back to sleep. I totally forgot that my
That's
throat.
probably what I would have done.
I totally forgot my throat was dry. So I wake back up in another 15 minutes. In a frenzy. Like, is my body just like trying to swallow every 15 seconds while I'm sleeping? So this morning I wake up, I said, Bree, did you see what happened last night? Nah, what happened? You didn't see me dying on the bed at all? Nothing? No, what? You okay? Well, I mean, clearly I'm okay now. But so I know that if I ever wake up from a heart attack or something while I'm sleeping and Bree's there, she's not going to remember shit. She's just going to wake up and I'm going to be dead. I'm going to be tapping her to call 911 and she won't get up. Because I was trying to seek refuge. Like I was like, not saying her name because I couldn't talk. Then I was like, ooh, Tums, eat those. It'll make your mouth wet. No, don't do that. It's like saying, here's a loaf of bread.
Complete opposite.
Anyway.
A loaf of bread a biscuit from Popeyes.
Oh, God, bro, so bad. I was so scared. Like, I was so... I don't even know scared's the right word. I was just like, why can't I breathe? You know?
Yeah, sometimes it happens and it's scary and you're just like, what? And then, but finally when you wake up, you're like, ooh, okay, all right,
Yeah.
we're good to go.
And that's the thing where I was like, ooh, I'm good. I said, oh shit, it's 9:27. The detail guy's like, hey, I'm outside because he's detailing the RS5. He comes by like once every 2 weeks. Comes here, he's got like the whole truck. Like the truck is a detail. He details the car and everything. I was like, oh no, I got the inside the mons or whatever the fuck this morning. So everything was good, right? I still have not had a drink from last night. So Bree's like, what do you want for breakfast? And I'm thinking of the most moist things that you could possibly eat for breakfast. Like wet, like just sloppy. I'll take soup. I'll take chicken soup for breakfast. Right?
Okay.
Choice.
So I'm like, so wait for it. You'll get what I'm saying. So I said, give me some options. She said pancake. I said, I'm not going to be able to swallow that. Waffle. Nope, that's going to be too dry. She said egg. I said, it might be too slippery. It might not moisten up my throat. Like everything she was giving me, it was just not enough. She was like, cereal. I said, that'll be chalky. The milk will go down nice, but then I have to worry about those little things cutting on my throat because there's not enough wetness. So I said, she said bagel. No, that's way too dry. We're going to have to pass that. She said bagel with sausage. I said, if bagel is not good enough, what the fuck think making added sausage to it?
Nope, sausage won't work at all.
How's it going to work? I said, I got it. Give me pork roll and cheese. Because when I say, like already saying pork roll and cheese, I got my mouth filled with water right now. It's just so delicious. But then I didn't think when I took a bite of it. I took a little bite about this big. It went to about right here and it got stuck. I said, great. This is great. Thank God that's not my breathing tube. You ever get that where you eat something and it gets stuck in your throat? Like you don't know what to do. You like extra swallows.
But that's when you sit there and you think, oh, this is it. This is how I'm going to die. I'm going to die with the food stuck in my throat.
Yes.
Oh, the first direction is to drink.
I didn't have a drink.
Like get it
just
down.
Had more pork roll. So I said,
Yeah.
if I just take another bite of pork roll, that will push the other piece down.
No.
And that was like a fucking funnel, bro. There's just pork roll going down my whole esophagus. Great. This is cool. So that's how I spent my morning. It was pretty good. How about everybody else? Oh my God.
I had leftover pizza for breakfast. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you like that shit?
Yeah, why not? Throw it in the toaster oven. Good to go.
In the toaster oven?
Yeah. You can't put it in the microwave, then it's gonna be soggy.
Yeah, you don't do
Nobody
pizza
likes
in the
soggy pizza. It's
No, in the
horrible.
regular oven.
Yeah,
Again,
but you know what it is though? The oven
Americans
takes too
are
long.
lazy.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
It's not being lazy though.
Really?
If
How
I'm
long
gonna
did it
turn
take?
on
How
an
long did it
oven,
take in a toaster oven, Spade?
Toast it in the toaster oven?
Yeah, how
I don't
long?
know, 5-7 minutes.
Okay, how long in an
Max.
oven?
Oh, probably 15 minutes. Because you got to sit there and wait
At
for it to
minimum,
warm up.
15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to
So why am I-
preheat the oven.
That's lazy.
It's not lazy.
How
It's
is it
being
not
Let's
lazy?
go with
efficient.
convenience. Convenient.
No,
Okay,
it's
that
fine.
sounds
That's
better.
another word for
efficient.
lazy. That's a nice word.
But it sounds nicer. It makes him feel special.
Yeah, if you went to the lazy store to get a drink or the convenience store, which one sounds better?
Exactly.
I disagree with you guys.
How do you disagree? If it's if you could do something in an hour or you could do something in 30 minutes and they're both the same thing, which one are you going to do first?
The one with the least amount of time, obviously,
It's-
but that doesn't mean it's lazy.
Then
It's
what
just
is it?
You have to be more efficient in your time schedule.
Oh,
So it's
That's what it is.
convenient.
Oh.
So it's
Yeah,
convenient.
I guess you could say that. Yeah, it's convenience, but it's not lazy. I'll disagree with that.
Watch this. Okay, fine. You can. I got a better one. So you said you have sex, right, Spade?
Yeah.
You fuck.
Yeah.
So would you rather fuck for 10 minutes or would you rather fuck for an hour?
Nah, 10 minutes. Who needs more than
Why?
an hour? Who needs more than 10
Why?
minutes?
Why?
Because if you're doing it well, you don't need more than 10 minutes.
Okay, but what? But that's not the question. But why would you choose the 10 minutes over the hour?
Because I got other things to do after that. Why do I
Really?
need to
It
keep
ain't,
doing
it
that
ain't
for
gonna
an
be
hour?
after 30 minutes you're pooped? You don't think after
Wow.
30 minutes you're gonna get a leg cramp?
I think it's more like after
His
12
pizza is
minutes.
probably
After
ready.
12 minutes, I'm kind yeah, and my pizza's not ready yet. Like, what the fuck? I need to do
So
something.
you're trying to
you
time
know,
it for
gotta
the
get
pizza.
this-
Okay.
Yeah.
It's lazy. It is. It is. That's okay. But pizza for breakfast to me is weird. It's like a lunch dinner food. It's not designed. I don't know. Doesn't anybody find it's weird that usually breakfast is cold, and like all the other meals of the day are hot? Like you'll have
Yeah,
cereal.
it's supposed to, but it's
No?
supposed to be the other way around.
What, that breakfast is supposed
Like
lunch is usually cold.
the heavy, you're supposed to have breakfast is supposed to be the heaviest meal of the day. Then you go lighter in the lunch, and then even lighter at dinner. That's
Really?
better for you. Yep.
Okay, let me tell you how Americans do it. You ready? Breakfast is heavy. Lunch is even heavier. Dinner is the heaviest. Right? So there's no light version for most Americans. For me, what I'll usually have for breakfast is one egg. Like, that's it. One egg and like a piece of meat, sausage, or one piece of bacon. I know most people cannot have one piece of bacon. And cereal is usually, see, the thing is, what a lot of people with cereal, they'll fill it up to the bowl, like to the brim, right? Not me. I do this much cereal in a bowl, like that,
Exactly.
like what the serving size is. That's what I do. Call it a day.
No,
Depends on the size of the bowl. We know people who eat an entire bowl. So
Yes, they'll use the fruit punch bowls for the party. They'll fill those up with the
I
whole
wouldn't go that
fucking
far.
thing of cereal.
Nah, that's too much. That's just one sitting, one box, one sitting.
See,
That's too
why even pour that out?
Yeah,
Like
just
put
dump the
some
milk
in
into
it.
the bag.
Yeah.
Dump the milk
There you
into
go.
the bag, throw it into a blender, and just drink that. There's your whole cereal.
Okay, now that's being lazy. Now you could just drink it instead
I've
of
seen
using
it
a
happen in
spoon.
vocals. I've seen it happen in
Wait, you've
vocals.
seen what happen in vocals? Someone eat
Yeah, and Xazer did it.
a fatter dome?
Mhm.
Wow.
Shut
a
up.
whole box of
Really?
cereal?
One box
I
in
can't
one
confirm
go.
it was a whole box if it was filled, but he poured milk in the bag.
They said so later. He eats an entire box in one go.
And then he wonders why he's 1,000 pounds.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
How much calories is in a bowl of cereal? Typically, bowl of cereal. What, like
Which
A
cereal
lot.
was it?
it's like only a cup, isn't it? Only supposed to be a cup of cereal
Yeah.
into the bowl. That's it.
Yeah, something.
How
like
much
that.
is that? What is that? 100 and it can't be more than 250 calories. There's no way.
It might be.
And I'm kind of guessing he was not eating the sugar-free, all-brand, low-calorie stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't
No,
special.
no.
It wasn't special K. It was probably Lucky Charms or something that's packed with sugar.
Nice colors.
Okay, so Google says 8 servings are in a box of cereal.
That's it?
Because I think they serve it for American-sized bowls that are like this big. So that's probably why.
They
But
vary
even still.
between like a normal portion. I'm looking it up. I'm cheating.
That's okay.
It's anywhere between 100 calories to 480, depending on what kind of cereal you have. If it has
But that's
chocolate
per-
and stuff in it,
That's per serving, right?
that's per serving.
And there's supposed to be
Wow.
8 in there, so it could be anywhere between 800 to 3,200 calories.
That's a heavy breakfast.
Oh. But
You
that's
would
what
skip
Matthew's
lunch and
saying, to
dinner.
go heavy like that for the breakfast. And then lunch, you just have like a Twinkie wrapper.
Yeah, but healthy heavy, not sugar heavy.
Well, when you say, well, what's a heavy breakfast over in Belgium there? Like, what would you have? Like, what's typical? Like, if I was to go to a restaurant or something in, Belgium, I go to Brussels because I like Brussels sprouts. So I think I'd like the Brussels town, right? So I go there and I say, hey, I want your best breakfast. What's my best breakfast?
Probably bread, maybe a boiled egg
Oh,
or some. We have the same problem. We don't do what I just said. Like in England, they have
so
the
you
right
do the same
mindset.
shit we do.
Yep, but
Oh.
the English breakfast thing, that's actually the better way of doing it.
So to start off big, I mean, it makes sense because, right, you haven't ate and whatever, 8 to 10 hours. Some people be sleeping for 12, but it makes sense. And then as you go throughout the day, to make the lunch really light and then make a dinner fairly big. When I'm saying big, I'm not talking about, well, you guys seen me, right? Like, I'll eat a whole fucking filet that you guys want to split. Well, Jorn at the bash, he's like, I can't eat that. First off, you can give me a filet that's 20 pounds, I'll figure it out. Like, I'll figure it out.
That's commitment. I mean, I've seen your pieces of meat, and I went like, yeah, maybe I can share it with two other
So
people.
what happens? What happens with steak? You just leave the rest on the plate?
I think no, not really. I'm going to have to agree with Matthew here. Our portions are just smaller.
Yeah, I
Like
was
if
just
you
gonna say
would
that.
go to order a steak over here, you would be surprised how tiny of a steak you're gonna get.
Is it expensive in Belgium?
Oh yes.
Don't you guys have a lot of cows in Belgium? I know you have sheep. You'd be fucking those.
Well, fucking yes, eating no.
Right, got it.
Um,
That's okay. Don't mix the two up. I don't fuck my cows. Got it. But when you
no,
order,
we do, but it's even. Well, if you buy steak just from a butcher, it's fine. But if you go to a restaurant to eat it, yeah, it's pretty expensive,
And it's pretty small.
and it's pretty small.
so what would you do? You come to the house, right? Jordan, you come to my house, and I give you a filet with mashed potatoes and a vegetable. You what? You give the plate to
Okay.
somebody else?
No. This is
I'm
the thing, right?
salivating already.
You
You just had a slice
you
of pizza. You just had a slice of pizza.
But you're talking about steak though. Who doesn't salivate over steak?
I
Yes.
mean, my mouth is getting a
Yeah.
little bit wet, and I'm not even hungry.
Me too.
But I could eat a filet
That's it.
mignon right now. I just
I would eat as much as I can, just because it's disrespectful to leave your plate.
all right. But let's just say you get 3/4 of the way done. What do you do with the steak? Do you just throw it in the
Push
trash
through.
can?
Push through.
Oh, you're gonna push through.
Push.
You're gonna make this work.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Okay.
It's I'm a visitor, man. It's disrespectful to leave your plate
Don't
like
use
that.
that bullshit. Don't.
No,
okay.
it is.
Okay, forget about. All right, fine. I'm in your town, right? We go to a restaurant then, and no, because you're gonna say you paid for it. Okay, fine. You bought the steaks and you bought extra big ones, right? And you're done with them at your house. What do you do with those steaks if you haven't ate it? Do you throw
Oh,
it away?
then I throw them away. Yeah.
No, my friend.
Oh,
That's
Like
But
a
waste of
you put it
money.
on the toaster oven and reheat it and eat it the next day.
This is why you always cook everything rare.
Well,
So that way, if there's leftovers and you heat it up the next day, it's now medium rare.
that idea.
Oh no. Oh.
I
Oh.
think,
makes
I think you'll
sense.
get sick. I
Kind
think
of.
you'll get sick, but my
Why
argument
would you get
with it
sick?
is this is why Europeans are typically skinnier than Americans. Because when they're full, they just get rid of it. When we're full, we eat more. We're just, it's a 23-pound steak. Watch this.
But it's a winner's
Oh, my
mentality. You guys don't give up. You go like, I got this.
We don't
I'm
give
gonna
up, and
finish.
that catches up to us in 5 years when we're having a heart attack for eating too much steak.
Hey, you died a winner.
Yeah. So, you died with the certificate that you ate a 24-pound. Good for you. Good for you. And this was his death, by the way. That's crazy.
He gave it his all.
Kudos.
Man, I tell you, it scared the shit out of me. Even with you, Matthew, like how you had that. For anybody in chat, Matthew had a major heart failure issue, and just and you know, talking about death always makes people uncomfortable. It does, but I figure the more that you talk about it, the
less powerful it becomes.
yes, right, because it's something that we all cannot get past. It's gonna happen, right? No matter what, you could play whoever you want to play. When it's your time, it's a wrap, Jack. But it's amazing that, you know, people always say that fight or flight. If you're, you know, you're scared, you'll run. You know, if you're strong, you'll fight. But there's 4 other Fs. I think there's 5 or 6 different ones. There's foe, friend, flight, fight, and
Freeze.
Freeze. That's right. There it is.
Okay.
Yeah, there's multiple ones, but people always say fight or flight. But it's so odd that instead of me just dying, right? Well, I don't. Could you die from just not swallowing?
There's a sexist joke in there somewhere.
There is. Contra, go ahead and take it away. So.
Oh.
If
I don't think he's here.
Maybe you could, because it would be too. I don't know, because it's a different pathway than inhaling.
You're not gonna suffocate by not swallowing.
You would be in terrible agony, but I think they could save you.
Well, think about this, right? Think about rabies, right? You know how people from rabies die.
Dehydration.
Rabies becomes hydrophobic. Hydrophobic, they can't swallow. Their mindset is just don't swallow. Like, that's it. That's not how they died, but usually if you're untreated, you'll die of dehydration. And your brain will obviously become fucking crazy. But with one of the main signs of rabies is you just can't swallow. Everything you put in your mouth, it just won't go down your throat.
So that's why they always show you drooling. That's the reason.
They're foaming at the mouth. They can't swallow.
Yeah.
But that's inflicted by the brain, right? It's not like they can't physically.
It's not a physical,
swallow.
right.
Yeah.
Like they could essentially stick a hose down my throat, right, and just jam water down it. You're not gonna have a choice, but your body's reaction is to get that down, you know. But going back to what I was saying, it's like you say, like when my mom was dying, that you know, Jay, if I ever get to a point where I need drugs to stay alive, I don't want to do it. You know, let me die. And sure enough, when she was on drugs, fight. Just keep taking the drugs, stay alive, right? And it's like with that, what in my mind said it was breathing, but I know now, being totally conscious, that it wasn't breathing, it was swallowing. And from sleeping on my mouth off, from being a fucking fatty, because I lay on my back, because I can't roll on my side, because it's like a fucking egg, right? Like that, if I lay on my side, I'm just kind of levitating off the bed, right? It's like
I actually like sleeping on my back.
It's like this, right? This is my belly. This is my body on the top. I can't reach anything else.
Like a swivel?
Yeah, I'm like
like a ball joint swivel.
Like a ballpoint. I'm like a GoPro mount without the GoPro. I don't know where to go. But, you know, and it's like my mindset was not 911. My mindset was not even go get a drink. My mindset was like, how do I stop this from happening? You know, and that's fascinating to me, because it's like, you would think you would call 911, or like if you had a chest pain, you'd be like, wait a minute, that might be my arm, just I'm sleeping on it. No, you're having a fucking heart attack. You know, and I wonder how many people have died that way, thinking that this isn't serious. Uh-oh. No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're
probably a lot.
Probably.
And that being said, I've had my throat climb up. I was intubated. I couldn't breathe. I pulled out the intubation, and everything locked up in my throat. So it just shut down.
So no oxygen, nor food, nor water, just closed.
No, I passed out, and they intubated me.
Did you pass out because of the fear of the shock from pulling out the tube?
They saw I couldn't breathe, and I think they gave me something. They gave me something to be knocked out, an aesthetic or something like that. But I pulled it out, and it seemed like the esophagus it just closed up,
Wow.
and was like, you can't even try to inhale because there is no travel of air.
When
Nothing.
you wake up and that thing's in your mouth, right? I've never had that. Does it make
Oh,
you gag? Like, is it like, because you know me with my gag reflex, what would they do for me? Because I was thinking toothpick. How would they get down my throat without me gagging all the time?
But you're
the
knocked out
weird
already.
part
So
is,
No,
yeah,
there's
the weird
people that
part
are
is,
awake that have it on the corner of their mouth.
no,
Oh no?
oh, the small one. I mean the big one.
Oh, I'm
And
talking about anything in my mouth down my throat. Like I feel like it could be.
well,
Yes.
I have a high gag reflex as well because I can't stand anything in my throat or even.
So you're like me.
But the weird part is the entire tube is in, and it fills up your throat,
Oh.
and the gag reflex isn't that bad. The only thing I hate about it is you can almost not swallow because the tube is in the way, and that's not a pleasant thing.
What's the purpose of the tube? To feed you, or what? What's to air?
No air.
But if you're awake, right, and you're cognitive of swallowing, why can't you inhale normally?
Because the tube really blocks off everything.
So do they?
So
Once
you're
you become cognitive, do they take the tube out?
yep.
And
Yeah.
you're
If they
awake
see
when they do
you,
that.
yeah, if they see your breathing is good enough, then they take it out. It's just they're
Do
fast.
they do it fast
You
like
have
a Band-Aid, or do they do it
yeah.
for the ripples to touch every piece
No, no,
of
no, no,
your
no.
tongue?
They go fast. They make you cough, and while you cough, they pull it out.
Smart. Because, yeah, if you did it slow, every little ripple that hits my...
Yeah.
Look, just pull it out like a fucking... And you can't talk, right, while it's in your mouth?
Nope. No, it's very difficult. You can gesture like.
Oh, bro, I think I'd have a panic attack from waking up and not being able to swallow or inhale. So wait. So what about? Okay, so when the tube is down your throat, right? Can you inhale by yourself without the tube?
Nope.
So
It's
what
the machine that
happens
pushes
as you try
air.
to breathe?
Well, that's one of the things that I always have problems with. I try to breathe on my own, and you have to have if you breathe, you have to take the rhythm of the machine. When you're unconscious, you automatically do that.
Right.
So but when you get awake, you tend to try to breathe at your own rhythm, and if that goes in against the rhythm of the machine,
Right.
it doesn't work. It
Does
doesn't
it
work.
hurt,
It's
or
yeah.
it
No,
hurts?
no, but it feels like you're suffocating. You
Oh,
can't breathe.
hell no. Oh, hell no. Nope. I'd be
See,
tapping
I
the
feel like
shit
that
out
with-
of that button. I'd be banging on the bed, something. Oh, hell no.
I feel like that with acid reflux, though. When you in the middle of
Yeah.
sleeping and then you get acid reflux and you feel like you're going to throw up all over the bed,
You
and
get
then you
that
just
too?
get up and
Where you wake
every
up with
if I
acid
ha-
reflux?
yeah, I do it whenever I had like a heavy saucy tomatoey pasta dish.
Yeah.
Like I'll wake up in the middle of the night,
Bro.
and the messed up thing is like Danielle hate like she has a fear of vomiting, right? So
She's taking you out of the bed.
yeah, literally, like when I'm like I wake up and I feel like I'm like what? She's like kicking me, pushing
Get
me
the
off the
fuck
bed,
outta
like
here.
I'm running to the bathroom, but nothing comes up. Like you feel
Yeah,
you
that
feel it in your
burn.
throat come up. Nothing really comes up ever, thank God. But the point is, like, and it burns.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And
bro,
it
you're preaching
burns,
to
and you're
fire
like,
here. I
oh.
know it. I know it. And it's
Oh.
like, did you notice though, 10 years ago, right? We could do that and we were fine. As we get older, our stomachs become, I guess, weaker,
Weaker.
right? Because I used to be able to eat, like even during the day, if I had spaghetti and meatballs, I love spaghetti and meatballs, but the way that I have it, most people wouldn't eat it, right? Because first off, I like my meatballs burnt. I know it sounds weird. I like them when they got crisp to it, like little,
Okay, yeah.
you understand?
That's
like
fine.
the
I agree
edges
with
are
that.
like crispy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
You don't want it soggy.
I
You
don't
don't
like
want it
softball.
like
No.
No, I like it when
No
you
softball.
bite it and it like snaps at you. Oh shit! That's
Yes.
a meatball. You
I
know?
can agree with that.
But you have the bigger meatballs or the smaller meatballs?
Meatballs, I like that. They're
Huh.
like this big. They're like
The
this
bigger
big.
meatballs.
Yeah,
Oh,
the bigger meatballs.
Oh.
So the big ones, and it's like 6, right? Like I go balls to the wall. But with the sauce, it's so little of marinara that, like, for the whole plate, there might be 1 tablespoon of sauce for that whole plate. Because I know if it's more than that, in about an hour, it's game over. That feeling you have when you wake up with this, because I get that almost instantly. Even with cheese, if I have just cheese. For some reason, I woke up and I had a slice of cheese for breakfast. Sounds terrible.
Okay.
Within 5 minutes, acid reflux. And it's bad, I can't even swallow, bro.
Here's to counteract that. What I usually do is, like, after we go somewhere and I have a saucy thing or whatever, when I get home, I take a cup of water and put apple cider vinegar in there.
Yeah, that's what
you mix it up. It tastes. Look, it's.
They said to do a shot of apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, you could do that too. Like I do it. It's not the greatest taste in the world,
God.
but you know what though? I don't have to wake up in the middle of the night going. Bleh, bleh. No, it's better off. Better off to do that.
Yeah, I've tried to do
that.
Now
there's always apple cider vinegar
on like some fries, but when you try to do it by itself, it doesn't make me gag. It's so hard to swallow because it's so spicy. You know what I mean? Like it's
a weird taste. Yeah.
Like spicy and sour. It's just weird.
But listen, I'd rather do that than wake up with the feeling.
Yeah, because a lot of people say drink milk, but you're not supposed to drink milk when you have acid.
No, that's worse.
That creates more acid and its own acid group. So don't do that. Nope. Yeah, acid reflux. But it's like, I didn't have this problem young. But it's like, as we get older, our bodies are just like, remember when our parents would say to us, I remember when I used to be able to do that. I remember when I used to be able to eat fucking spaghetti and meatballs like a normal person. I'm the guy that goes to the Italian restaurant, 5-star. I'll take the order of spaghetti and meatballs. Okay, you want your meatballs are nice and crispy. Yes, and no sauce. I'm sorry, what? It's a homemade sauce. We make it here. I don't give a shit. I don't want any.
Just tell them the sauce on the side so you can put
the
as much as you
pasta on
want.
one plate, put the meatballs on the other. I'll make it together. It'll be a do-it-yourself spaghetti and meatball.
And then it's bad when you go to a place and they're like, "Sir, we cannot do that. We don't do this."
Yeah, we don't do that here. No. I've had that. I ordered a chicken parmesan sub from a nice restaurant in New York, and they were like, "I said, just take it easy, take it easy, take it easy on the marinara on the sub." Excuse me? Take it easy. Just take it easy. Because they'll take the whole soup ladle and just like that. You're just looking for.
But how are you gonna eat a sandwich like that, though? That's what annoys me. It's like, how are you gonna eat a sandwich when every single time I take a bite, sauce is everywhere?
Yeah, it's so wet.
Can't do it. I hate that shit. Like, this was even before pre-beard, when I had a very short beard. Like, even then, I hated getting a sandwich that was so liquidy. It was so bad. Like, why? Why do you need to do this? Like, if I wanted that much sauce, I order a side of pasta.
Wait, say that again?
I'd order it as a plate. If I needed that much sauce, I would order it as a plate of pasta, not as a fucking sandwich.
There's people like wet sandwiches. Like, even when I have a tuna sandwich, I don't like it wet. You understand? Like, I want the tuna. If I could leave a sandwich out for 5 minutes and the bread still be dry, I'm good. If it's
okay.
Well, if there's vinegar on it, though, it's like I make an exception for the vinegar. Like on a
but even then, like a really soggy sandwich.
Yeah. I thought a sandwich is supposed to be crispy, right? Isn't it supposed to?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
like a crunch,
dry.
Like a different. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you toast the bread, so you get that extra, crispiness to it.
And why when you toast bread does it turn into a totally different flavor? No one ever notices that?
It's drying up. It's drying. All the flavors are getting dried up.
But it's so much better.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's a chemical reaction, I guess.
Thank you.
Well, some things are better dry, some things are better wet.
Give me one example. Aside from a sandwich.
Sandwich
Be sad from a
is
sandwich. Be sad from a sandwich. What's better dry than it is wet? If you say pussy, this explains so much.
let's go with pussy. That's the first.
Okay, so let's hear your argument then. Let's go for it. I want to
Dry
know why
pussy
it's
is good.
better
Why?
dry.
Let's hear it.
What, dry? No, I'm backing out. I misunderstood.
Okay.
Oh, you're saying it's better wet than dry. Oh, no,
Yep.
no. I'm
Yeah.
saying give me an example, something that's better dry than wet. And it's not vagina. That's
Okay.
Your
how about
throat.
this?
no, because I couldn't
No.
swallow.
Oh,
Okay, how about
close.
this one, Jay?
But it's no food.
Heat. Wouldn't it be better to have dry heat than being humid and being wet?
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because then you're not sticky. You're just hot.
Right.
Both are bad.
They're
Too
both
dry
bad,
or
but
too
if you
moist.
had
One or
to
the other.
pick between the two, the dry heat is much better. Like Middle Eastern heat is much better than Florida heat. Because Florida heat, the humidity is so bad, it looks like it's fucking raining. Like you could see the water in the air. That's nuts. Yeah, it's bad. Man, I still have the throat problem. Still, even everything I drank and swallowed, still dry. Matthew, when you call, you called what, 911, or you don't have 911? You have what, 044 or something?
It's 112 here.
So when you were having this problem, how'd you know to dial 112?
Well, the last time I was in hospitals,
Okay, so this
I was on my.
you weren't in the hospital, right? This time, the initial time, something happened overnight, right?
No, that was at home in the morning. But then I'd already had the massive heart attack, and I was just walking around without knowing it, actually.
See?
And then I got the arrhythmia on a certain day, but the way they know it's from an old heart attack is if you get a heart attack, there is a certain substance they can find in your blood, but it only stays in your blood for 14 days. So when they get you in, they take blood and they check for the substance. If they find it, they know it's a recent heart attack. If they don't find it, they know it's
Wait,
more than 14 days ago.
what? Your body creates a substance in your blood to show that you had a heart attack?
Yep.
What is this substance?
Yes. I don't know what the substance is, but that's the way they can tell. So it leaves a certain marker or I don't know, but they can tell by your blood. Yeah. The first time it was an arrhythmia that I got, but so they don't exactly know when I had the heart attack. I could have been walking around for months.
So
And
last
then
time that you basically died, right? You were in hospital already. This last time.
yeah, I went. I was in hospital for an appointment for something else for my blood sugar. And I went into hospital and I was walking to the appointment and the ICD began to go off. So it activated.
No fear of death. No fear of
Can I
death.
ask you a
Nine.
question? I have a fear. Not I wouldn't say a fear, but it's very scary feeling when you sit there and you think like you're going to have a heart attack, right? And you're going to die or whatever the case is. My question to you is, I've never experienced this and I hope I don't, okay? But how does it feel? Like what do you feel like right before, during and after having one?
I couldn't tell you, Spade, because, like I said, the initial heart attack I didn't feel, and it was a massive one. So apparently, one in every X thousand people can have a heart attack without knowing you had a heart attack.
Fucking crazy. That is.
The only thing last time it was because the arrhythmia, the ICD began to give me jump starts.
Didn't have that ICD, you would have what? Died?
Possibly.
Oof.
Most people don't die People have this idea of a heart attack. You die from the heart attack. You die from your heart stopping. That's false. Most people die from the fibrillation of the heart, and your heart starts going pumping this fast, but only a small amount. By going that fast, it can't completely contract. So you're not pumping your blood anymore. That's how
So it's
most people
overworking
die of a
itself.
heart attack. Yep.
So it's like burning out a motor, is what you're saying. Like
And
you're
when you're
burning out the
saying,
Yep.
motor. It's not going anywhere, but it's burning out because it's pushing so much
The
power to go through it.
so when you're
the
saying
first
that
time I had a
heart
heartbeat of
attack,
240 beats per minute.
are you referring to like a coronary heart attack, or like just when you're saying major heart attack? What exactly
Yeah.
stimulates a major heart attack? Isn't that a coronary?
I, I don't know how you guys call it.
Okay. But what I've heard is when you have a heart attack, it feels like an elephant is stepping on your chest. Like it's not, it doesn't hurt. It's just
The,
uncomfortable.
the classical symptoms are pain in the left arm.
Right.
Things people mostly don't know about is pain in your jaws, or pain in your shoulder blades, but in the middle of between your shoulder blades. Pain can also mean you're gonna have, or you're having a heart attack.
Oh my God.
Most people know the arm. That's a classic
Yeah,
one.
tingling
But there
arm.
are also other signs. Yeah.
Or when you smell
It
sulfur,
tingles,
right?
then
Or
starts to
toast.
hurt.
Toast.
That's stroke. That's stroke.
That's an
Oh, okay.
aneurysm
That's
or
a
a stroke. Yeah.
but it's not
Burnt
toast.
rubber thing.
You could smell beef. It's anything that's not there is what your mind fires off as smelling. That's a brain attack.
Oof.
I think that's a little bit more serious than heart
That's
attack. Stroke? Yeah, because stroke is, well, you could be. And did you know the odd thing with stroke? I know this because my ex-wife and her father had a stroke. But so if you have a stroke, right, and they detect it early, right, like after you had a stroke, they could do enough of stuff to reverse any side effects that you would have if
Yep.
you go to a hospital. Like,
Yep.
so if you wait 5 days and you think, oh, I just got this weird neck cramp, it'll go away. That could be a side effect of a stroke, and then your whole face is paralyzed.
Yeah.
If they detect it right after or 2 days, they can start giving you medicine that will open up parts of your brain to stop you from having a paralyzed face.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's within the hour.
Oh,
I think.
what I know is within 72 hours. So if you could do it within 72 hours, it's picked up. Probably within the hours, no side effects. I know the paralyzed face because he was right on that cusp. He was at 78 hours. So it could have been 48 or 72, but it was within that window. And if you ignore it, well, that's it. It's a wrap.
But a stroke is kind of dependent on where you get the stroke.
Yeah, what part of the
It's a
correct. Hippocampus, frontal lobe, yeah, cerebral cortex, yeah, it depends, sure.
if it's in the wrong place, you're a goner. If you're lucky, yeah, you might not remember some things or have a little bit.
I think it's the cerebellum, the sides of the brain. If they have strokes, you're gonna die. There's no that you can't survive that. That's it, because that's the breathing apparatus. I think that's the sides. Scary shit, man. Scary shit.
It makes you wonder, when are you going to go? I swear to
No,
God.
no.
You're
If there
sitting there
was
like,
an
I
app
could
on
die
the
tomorrow.
phone, like that movie that showed you the day you want, I don't need to see that. Nope. I don't want to know.
No timer.
No, you want to know? You'd want to know the time you're going to die.
Actually, possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you know
What?
that, oh, I only got a year left. Let me just do whatever the fuck I want for the next year. Who cares?
Are we talking
Why
medical
not?
here, or by some miracle you have a clock and you know this is the day
No, we're
death
talking
is gonna
about this
get me?
is
Right.
somehow God is talking to the app developer and saying this is the time that he goes.
Nope.
Like this is the time, right? God is in personal communications with the developer.
Yeah.
You know the weird part about that? If you know and you try to avoid it, you avoiding it could be the cause of your death.
Right, but I think the argument is regardless, that is the date. No matter what happens in between, you could get into 50 car accidents. Doesn't matter. That date is still set in stone. I still
Right.
don't want to know that date. I don't. I feel like that.
Why?
Why don't I want to know?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you can prepare yourself. You can do
What
stuff.
if it's
Yeah.
next weekend?
Well, get moving.
No.
Try to do as
Matthew,
much
tell me I'm
stuff you
not
want.
alone here. Are you with me, Matthew?
Nope.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
No, I don't want to know.
Maybe because we've been
Oh,
faced
I don't
with
know.
death and these two fuck faces haven't. I
Yep.
don't want to know. I'm good. I'll take my chances.
Yeah, but you not
But see, that's
knowing
the
doesn't
thing, though.
change the fact that it's coming. So if you
No,
have,
but it's
so
not
if you-
knowing is what gives me the thrill. I know. Why do I want to see a negative date?
Nope. I'll take peaceful, ignorant bliss
Yep,
until
same,
the last second.
Same. Yep. And when that time, because what's going to happen 2 days before? Or what if it's tomorrow? Like, no.
But if you know, you can have the perfect last day.
No, man. No.
Otherwise, you would
No.
just be going along with your day like a
No,
regular
because
day,
even
and
that
boom,
day,
you're
right?
dead.
Just say we get into a car accident, right? Let's just throw a spitball in the air. Get into a car accident. Most people, you think you're going to get to ambulance, going to get to you. They might resuscitate you. That date is that date. So it's like, could you imagine? You know that date, right? God forbid, me and Brie on the bike. No, I'm not going to use Brie. I'm going to use Brie. Me and Brie are in a car, and she knows the date, and we're driving on that date. First off, I'm not driving on that date, right? I'm going to do everything to avoid whatever on that day. I'm going to sit here is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to move. But my luck, it'll be a coronary or a stroke. So it's no matter what, you're going to die. But anyway, we're in a car, and we get into an accident. She's alive. She's like, oh, shit, let me call 911. And she calls 911, and then she's like, wait a minute, don't help, because see the date? Today's his date right here. Don't bother. They're going to lock her up because.
It's time to go today. Don't worry about it. You don't even
know.
don't waste your time.
Know. I'm genuinely interested in people in the chat as well because me and Matthew don't want to know, but Jordan and Spade do want to know. Let me get an H1 in chat for people that do want to know, H2 in chat for those that don't want to know. Very interested.
Look,
very interested.
The reason I want to know is because if it's next week or if it's a month from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, at least I can prepare myself and say, I have all these things that I want to go do or I want to say or I want to experience, whatever the case is. And I'm going to do it before that date. Or I could do it multiple times if I wanted to. You understand? Because if I don't know the date, who knows? Like tomorrow, I could be dead.
Yeah, but then
This
you
could be
really-
my last.
But that's the same. That's the same for the day.
So, but what if
Kind of makes you think, right?
But what if it's
Yeah.
60 years from now, right? 60 years.
Okay.
You're first of
I
all,
got all
that's
the
a
time in the
date
world.
that you're never gonna forget. You're gonna be dreading that date for the next 60 years. Like
But
you'll
you're
I
never
feel like
dreading
I'm
it
the
right
good
now.
person.
You'll be playing the lottery based off that date. You'll be doing a lot of things
Yeah.
with those numbers, right? I don't see how that would help. How would that help you?
Because
But we're all dreading
so you know how
it.
when you
We're all dreading it.
Right, but why face it?
well,
Because
it's
that's
going
the
onto
reality
YouTube and
of
you
it.
see that, right, but it's like going onto YouTube and seeing, oh, this video is only 10 minutes long. All right, I got 10 minutes to watch this. But but if I
So
don't
in
know
chat
how
it's-
long I have,
In chat, it's 6 who H1 and 15 H2. What did we say? H2 is not knowing or knowing?
H2 is not knowing. H1 is knowing. Bro, I would almost pay not to know the date. Like, we have the date in front of you. Oh, how much you want to not show me that? Just get it out of my face. Oh, you'll be happy with the results. No. I'm not going to be happy with any result you give me. Just tuck that away and keep it.
What? You could have a really good result. Well, you were supposed to die like last week, so we have no clue.
Nice! So you're saying I am good.
nice. I'm
That's what
running
you're
the
saying.
time.
There is no expiry date. Yeah, no,
It's very bad when the doctor goes like this and starts counting seconds.
Yes.
you got about 27 seconds left. Is there anything you want to say? I got what?
Yeah.
Now you got 18.
Be quick.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
And you owe me $50 for the consultation, by the way, before you go out.
Can you pay
I'm going to
quickly?
be dead in 15 fucking seconds. So you can fuck your
Take it out of my will.
You're not taking me to court. Like, You're not getting this money. Yeah, I don't want
Joke's on you, I'm broke.
So you're saying if there was an app, you would legitimately download it and it was effective.
Yes.
It was right. You would pay
Yeah.
for you would pay for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would
Ooh,
pay to know
ooh,
it.
I don't know about that. Ooh, I don't know about
How
that.
much
That's
money are we
I don't know.
talking about?
$200
Yeah.
bucks.
Oh
There
yeah.
actually is a site. There
20
actually
bucks
is
a
a site
year,
that
forever.
$200
that
one price.
Once.
One time.
You pay 400, you get 10 years extra.
Oh, if
Oh,
that's the case,
deal.
I'm buying in. I'm buying in
Deal.
because I'm
I'll pay it 3 times.
I'm immediately gonna give them the 200 to know, but follow up with a tip for like $30,000. So go ahead, give me the date, bro. Go for it. Yeah, I don't want to
there
know.
actually is a site that calculates your day.
Yeah,
So
but
you have to give in your weight, your medical pre-existing stuff in your family and everything. If you're a smoker, if you're a drinker, and it gives you an estimate on when you're gonna die. I've never visited it because I don't want to know.
yeah, same. Even
That
if
could
it's
be
just
fun on a stream.
why don't you do it now?
You have the website?
I don't know what it's called. Is it called Death Clock or it's?
Nah, man. See, that gives me anxiety for you, Jordan. Because what if it says October 19th? You're in my house. Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure you give me a nice burial.
I wouldn't
Okay. Okay, maybe a cheap one then.
Bro, I don't know why you'd want to know that. My God. I don't care what you believe in. I mean, that is your end. That's a wrap.
Join the alligator in the backyard is okay for you?
Oh, BMI. I have no idea how to calculate that.
Oh, you found the site.
Oh yeah, I'm doing it.
So you want your BMI. How tall are you?
I found it. I found a way to calculate it.
Okay.
Thank you, Jay.
All right.
25.
So, okay.
Dude,
Your
don't do
outlook
it.
in life: optimistic, neutral, pessimistic, suicidal. Let's go with pessimistic. Let's be nice.
Black
On
hole.
the cusp. Right on the cusp of pessimistic and suicidal. Nice. Nice. So there's only one step below you.
Yep. There we go. Do you smoke? Do I answer yes or no?
How long
Okay,
did you
so
smoke for? How long did you smoke for? John.
Oh, that's not that bad. Jesus Christ, that's still a long time.
So Jay, I got a question. Doctor asked
80
you, do you
years.
smoke?
I'm
What do
gonna
you say?
Oh, come on. You
80
ain't living
years,
80 years.
11
We
months.
know this. We know this. You ain't living no
80 years, 11 months, and 27 days. The date is
That's total.
man, just 3 days before my birthday. Are you kidding me? That sucks.
Hey, yo, what if it's on your birthday? You know you're having sex, it's a heart attack. See? This is why it's not good to know the day.
But that's a beautiful way to go. You're coming and going. That's nice. That's nice. That's a beautiful way.
Two
You got a
actions
start date and an end date.
in one stroke. Wow. What were you gonna say, Spade, about the smoking?
Okay, so you go to the doctor, right? The doctor says, "Hey, do you smoke?" Your answer is what? No, right?
Yes. No, I still answer yes. Because even though it's not regular smoke, yeah, but you still have your nicotine intake. And
but
I
the
know
nicotine
it's
has
not
nothing
really
to
that.
do with smoking.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I know. But
Well,
I,
you have
for
to
some
look at-
reason.
You have to look at it this way. They're gonna see your lungs. They're gonna see that you smoked. So
Right, smoked. Not do you continue to still smoke?
I wouldn't answer yes or no. I would say I smoked for 20,
Right, that's what I would say. That's what I used to say.
28 years.
But
I
then
just
would
say
you,
no,
would you
but
bring
I
up
vape.
Right.
Yeah,
That was my
I've
next
said
question.
that
Do you
before.
turn around and say vape? Because then, you have these doctors that are like, "Whoa, but vaping is bad for you." Like, show me proof that it's bad.
No, not really
Yeah,
over here.
Yeah, I would do that death clock thing because I know it's not real. You know what I mean? Like that I would do that on stream right now. That doesn't scare me. I'm saying knowing the official date, like knowing it. Nah. Because who's gonna go on that website and what coder is gonna make it where you die tomorrow? You know what I mean? Like You gonna make that person go into a fucking frenzy. I went onto this website. It said, so, sir, why did you rob 38 banks and kill 16 people? Well, this website told me I was dying tomorrow, so I needed to get all my fantasies out. No.
Bucket list.
Yeah.
Do they
no.
have a customer support like you could actually complain to? Like they
Is
gave me
there
a date for.
Is there a contact us on the bottom of the site where you click it and it's a email address?
You are
How are
not
we doing?
satisfied with your date. Contact us.
It's gonna be all positive reviews because if it's before your date, you're not gonna be able to.
Oh, maybe no, a really pessimistic person. 1 star. I'm still here. My date was 2 months ago.
This is fraud.
You guys suck.
This is fraud. I don't understand where you guys got your diplomas from.
I don't know why.
But that's actually a good point because I think it was in the States a couple of people that got bad news, got misdiagnosed with terminal cancer. Whoopsie, it wasn't terminal cancer. Sold all their stuff and went like traveling and all that, and they sued the doctor. I think.
Yeah, it's tough.
So it
But I
does.
think it's
It
also
can have
doctors.
that effect.
Yeah, doctors also tell you they tell you more than what you're supposed to. Because I remember with
No,
my
they tell you
father.
less. Tell you less. So anything
Yeah,
past
sorry.
that is a bonus.
Right, because I remember with my father, they told him, you got 6 months to a year. Like, what are you supposed to say to that, right? And then all of a sudden, a whole year goes by, a year and a half goes by, and he's still here. Everything is okay. It's almost 2 years later that's when he took his leave of absence.
Right. So using that same argument, right? What did you just say? What was your response? What are you supposed to do? Right. So that's my response to you is when you get that date. What
Right.
do you do?
But what I'm
different
saying
'cause it's
though
your
is
dad.
it's different. No. It's the same. The difference is that he found out he didn't even know he had cancer. He didn't no idea. Like the way he found out was he was on a step ladder and he had a headache. So and it looked like he was about to fall. So I told him, get down and I'll go up. And then when he sat down, he was like, "Ooh, I feel dizzy and everything like that." I was like, "All right, so let's go to the hospital." We went to the hospital. We found out he has brain cancer. So now that's different. I feel than you going to the doctor for a regular checkup and the guy turns around and gives you a date. Like, oh, you have exactly this amount. Like
My Aunt Brenda, she went in for a fucking UTI. I told you guys the story. She went in for a
Yeah.
UTI in October. Nothing was wrong. UTI, regular, pissing infection. And she never got out of the hospital. She died there.
Oh.
They ended up finding that she had lymphedema. She had lymph node cancer.
Yeah.
And she just went in for a UTI, and you never came out. So 6
that's
months
the
later,
worst.
you were dead. That sucks, bro.
That's bad.
Yeah. Lymphs
I
are a
guess when it's
death
your time to go, it's
sentence.
your time to go.
Exactly. That's why I say just don't give me the date. When it's my time, I can't change anything. It doesn't help me at all in any way whatsoever.
Well, see, that's the thing,
Treat
though. But you
every
going to the
day-
doctor,
It's like Alicia said to me when we talked on the phone. She said, "Jay, I treat every day like it's his last day. If you go with that mentality, then
you'll live forever.
then you don't need a date. If you're just a grumpy ass all the time, like John, then yeah, you probably need a date."
Oh yeah.
Ooh, sorry to hear, Jess. That's nuts.
My uncle went in last Monday for a biopsy, and they told him he had 6. Wow, so they gave him a longer.
Wait, keep reading.
Wow.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, again, remember, doctors. This is not a professional. This is not a profession that you could be exactly right. They're what is it? A practice. So they're still practicing on getting it right.
Lawyers. Same thing with lawyers is a practice. When
Yeah.
it's got to do with human beings, it can never be a profession. It could be a practice.
Yep.
Because there's nothing guaranteed. Nothing. It's like the states that have that assisted. I hate that word. Assisted death. We were looking this up in that Zoom. You know what countries allow that, and I think Belgium's one of the countries that you could do that. But in a lot of states in America, it's no dice.
But they do it like under the table. Like the doctor will say, like I could give him something so he could
Right.
go away peacefully.
Right.
Like they call it something else as
Right.
opposed to
Right.
that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
Do you think
that's
it's
not.
that? You think it's that difficult because you guys are more religious, or what's the reasoning behind
I don't
that?
think the U.S. is more religious.
Politics.
Oh, I do. In numbers, you definitely win. Over
For-
Europe,
Really?
yeah, sure.
Wait, religion or belief?
Well, what's the difference?
Wow.
Yeah, the one
Really?
is.
See, this one I'm going to
yeah.
be outweighed. See, this is the problem with a religion conversation in here is I'm outnumbered drastically. I'm 3-1. Okay.
Wait, Spain is also.
arguing. I'm not arguing about religion or beliefs or anything like that. You said is it
There's a
religion or belief?
difference.
I know that's why I asked. What's the simple
So
definition of what's the
religion
difference?
is best way to explain it would be we'll use Catholicism or Catholic, right? Go to church every Sunday. You say your sins to a man, and you believe in God and Jesus. Belief would be I believe in Jesus, I believe in God, but I'm not going to go tell a man my sins because the man like me. I'm not going to. That's just one example of Catholicism, right? I'm not going to sit here and compare it to all the other religions.
No, that's fine. You don't need to.
Right. So belief is me. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. Religion I was raised on, don't believe in it.
Okay.
Well, then it counts as belief. Then I think.
So you think that
you
Americans
guys
are what?
believers.
Yeah, that's not the word you were going to use. I promise you, that's not the word you were going to use.
I think he was originally trying to say that
it was
more religious.
either Christians. I think you guys have more Christians or believers than
That's true.
let's say Europe. My question was maybe that affects the reason why you guys don't have many states that allow it. Maybe there's
But
some
it's
correlation
hypocrisy.
between that.
It's hypocrisy either way, because it happens on a daily basis, only under the guise of pain alleviation. They know at a certain point they're gonna give you that deadly dose. So a doctor telling you, "Oh, I would never die," they do.
Yeah, but they stretch it out and make more money off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that better? I think the other one is better. To be realistic, and
you think the other one's better because you have no belief, right? You believe in blackness. That's why.
No. How is that anything to do with my beliefs? If you truly love someone and you see they're in anguish, how is that not the right thing to do? And that's nothing to do believing in God or not. It's you don't want to see that person suffer. You love that person.
But then when since you don't believe, this is gonna be a tough conversation. But since you don't believe, you think it has nothing to do with it, but it does, because most beliefs, and religions believe that first off, you're to not make that decision for somebody else. That's God's decision for that person, not you. You're not God. So you can't make that decision. If I'm ready to take this person, I'm ready to take this person. So belief has got a huge part of that.
Okay, and what if
But
this
going
person
off
you
of that,
love actually has a will that says it? Like, if I'm on life support, I don't want to live
That's
like
fine.
that.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about.
I know, but then still doesn't align with your beliefs. So what do you do then?
It does, though, because that is their belief. That's what they want to do.
But going off of that, Jay, that would also mean you cannot do pain medication. Right? Because
wait, we're talking
under
about
the guy
assisted situation, or for just in general if you're in pain?
No. If you're unwell, cancer, or whatever, you're gonna die.
Oh, you're gonna die.
No
Terminal.
pain medication as well, because then you're hastening the death, and it's not God taking you.
No,
it's the doctor
the pain
giving
would just
you.
Numb it. The pain is
No,
just numbing it.
no. See,
It's just making it easy to live
No, the side effects.
The problem is they start you on pain relief medication, and they have to go heavier and heavier
Right.
till they get to morphine.
Yeah,
And
'cause
at
you
a
get used
certain
to it.
point, you get used to the morphine. They have to give you more and more and more. And they know at a certain point they're gonna give you a syringe of morphine that's gonna kill you. That's why said it's hypocrisy. Doctors do it every day.
Yeah,
Yep.
biggest scam ever.
Oh, I don't know about a scam. Come on.
Biggest scam ever.
Don't agree.
Well, look, the reason why I say scam is like you go to the doctor and he sees you for 5 minutes and then he gives you a bill for a couple of $100. Like, dude, come on, really? And you got another 100 people out here. Like, I understand your medical expenses and your insurances are
What do you
through the
want him to
roof,
do it for
but
free?
I'm not saying for free, but I think it should be
Remember,
time based.
we have it cheaper. I can 100% guarantee you the quality goes down as well.
So
So
your
be careful
argument
what you
is you
wish
take
for.
a mechanic that's got 100 cars in there, and you got one guy that just needs his tire changed. Do you toss that one in for free because you got other people that are going to pay more?
No, but
Well, that's the
you
same
obviously
argument.
do the tire change first. You do the tire change first because it's a shorter thing to do. Then you can work on the
Well,
longer
what
thing.
happens if that tire change now all of a sudden their control arm is broken?
You put it off to the side and you finish something else.
Right, so you go into the doctor, you think you're going in because you got a little bit of a headache. He's like, uh-oh, looks like you got brain cancer. So,
Well, sir, sit
so
in
you're
the
going to have to wait
lobby over
outside. I'll
here.
get to you in about 8
That's
hours.
it. Yeah, give me
Okay.
another few hours and
That
we'll
will
finish
go
everybody else.
real good. That'll go. Yeah, I'm sure you don't
Please
mind
don't.
waiting 8 hours to hear a prognosis.
Please don't croak in my waiting room.
Right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Thank
But it
God you're
makes you
not a
reflect
doctor.
life at that point. At that point, you're just sitting there like in those 8 hours that you're waiting in the lobby and in the waiting room and everything, you're just like, what could possibly go wrong? What's happening to me?
And
Am I
that's
going to
exactly
die
what's
now?
going to happen if you get the date of death.
Mm,
No, not it's the same shit. You're gonna be like,
it's not
I got
because
literally
you're waiting.
38 minutes left.
It
What
is.
should I do?
It is fate. It is. Maybe if they tell you, oh, you're gonna have 40 years. Now you're gonna be, oh, that's good.
That's right.
Wait till you get to the last year, the last 6 months, and the
Oh.
last month. You're gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, you're gonna be miserable as shit.
I don't know about that. I feel like we're okay
No.
with it.
Yeah, me too.
The more that date
Like,
closes,
all right, tomorrow's got to
close
go.
to
It's
it.
like,
Oh.
You two are fucking dark. I thought you were bad, Matthew, but Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised by Spade. He's always so
Why?
jolly.
He's always so jolly. A jolly old spade, yeah.
Well, listen, just because I'm jolly doesn't mean I don't have any darkness in me or anything like
He's
that,
being
right?
sarcastic.
Oh, yes,
Am
I
I?
am.
Jordan, it's working. The darkness is spreading.
Oh, yes, I'm liking this.
All right, I'm going to start needing to plug in some very religious people here into the show.
Yeah.
Jesse, where you at? We need you, baby. Come back.
No, that's a step or two too far.
He said, "We need you, baby." She gonna be rubbing one out. Said, "Oh, he called me baby."
Oh, shit. I just lost another year on my prediction.
And then, okay, so let's just say you get a date for every positive thing you do to help somebody that gives you an hour. You don't think you'd help out a bunch of people? Oh yes.
Oh hell yeah! I think
Ooh.
everybody would. I don't care what you say, Jordan. No, stop it. You're lying to yourself.
No. I wouldn't because I wouldn't
Stop.
change my ways. I am what I am. No. I wouldn't.
Popeye?
Ask my wife.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Hi.
There's no
look
way
at the
that you're
new-
sitting there
decision.
and you're like, I'm gonna die on Tuesday, but if I help this guy, I could prolong it until the following Tuesday. You're gonna do that. You're gonna
Hi,
do
look
that.
at the
You're
new
gonna be
Kind of
like,
Mother
depends on the
Teresa.
situation and the guy. Nope, because that's.
What
Nope.
made you such a dark, cold person? Join like
I'm not cold. Is this genuine? Why would it change me? Why would I suddenly help out strangers if I've never done it before? Just for my own benefit? That makes me even a worse person than I already am, in my
no, it
opinion.
just makes you selfish. You want to help
No,
yourself.
that's selfish. Yeah, that's selfish. 100%.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
you
agree
think
with
that
it.
you
Doing
can
it for the right
extend your
reasons for
life by
yourself.
helping people. Let me
Excuse me?
broaden this a little bit. So you knew that you could extend your life by 20 minutes for every person you
Hmm?
made laugh. Now that extends your life. Would you stop who you are? No, right? Because you do that already.
I got these impulses. I need to get it out. So it would be subconsciously. It's all these voices, man. I need to say it.
So you're wait. The argument I was going
Have
to
you
say is
seen a
if it
psychiatrist
extends your
lately?
life by 20 minutes.
No.
But if you give, I don't know, you just say hello to homeless people and that gives your wife 5 minutes, would you make less people laugh,
Ah.
or would
that-
you? That's where I was going. So would you? Because now it's not just you; it's got to do with your wife. So would you stop making people laugh and be more mundane and dry as you are already, but multiply that, or would you say hello to more homeless people to extend your wife's life to meet with yours?
I would probably, yeah, then it's saving someone else. It's not for me. Yeah, I would change my ways.
Oh, so people can change.
I
Dun
never
dun
said they couldn't.
dun.
There it is.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh,
That
you
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 thought I
do
wasn't gonna
realize,
bring it up. You thought I wasn't gonna bring it up.
Jay, you do realize you just made a horrible point, right?
What's the horrible point?
Why?
Okay, people can change only when they're faced death or something they can't control anymore.
But she's
That's
not faced with death. You're just I didn't she doesn't have a date. She just has an
no,
extent.
no. Oh, that changes it.
Now
Oh,
we're back
fuck
to the
her.
what the fuck? Yo,
Oh, fuck
come
her.
on, bro. Why does that change it? There's
He's just doing technicalities now. That's all it is.
no.
It's like
I genuinely want to know if Jordan is really like this. So
I can. The wife is right there. I mean, she's been.
what do you think? So if you can she?
She just answers. She just
Oh,
answers in
she's in
chat. I
chat.
don't want an extension. There you go. We're a lovely bunch. Oh, you would love us.
I'm
There
telling
you
you,
go.
it's all fine and
she's as
dandy.
dark
You
as
you
Jorn.
saying that shit
Oh, she's
is all
darker.
good.
Oh,
Go ahead, Matthew.
You saying that shit is all fine and dandy until the moment is there
Yes.
Yeah.
and your
Yeah.
instincts take over and you want to keep on living.
And it's not even instincts, Matthew. My mom's a great example. Her instinct was I don't want to go. I want to go. Her body said not today, man. Not today. I'm sorry. Your body automatic. Think about when you get an infection. If you are so strong, just say, "Hey, buddy, don't fix that. Let me get gangrene, lose my arm, and die." Right? Your body is gonna do it regardless. So if you're on, the last glimmer of hope, your body's gonna say, "Okay, let's embrace. Let's do this." You regardless whether you want to or not. Damn, she said I don't want an extension. Jesus, lady, fuck.
You guys are meant for each other.
we are.
But she's always like a happy person. She'll come by, she'll say hello during the workout. She's all cute and shit. But then she's
I'm a happy person.
on whose definition? Wait, on whose
I'm
definition?
mine.
So what am I? Fabulous? Because
Oh, you're super. You're just super happy.
It's fabulous.
He's like a little marshmallow, just so sweet and happy. I have no idea. I don't know how you guys do it.
wow.
Look,
I'm fascinated that wow. So
Yep.
so your argument is between you and the wife, right? I'm sure she feels the same way. That when your time is up, your time is up. You don't want to extend anything. You don't. We're good. We're all right.
Yep.
What if there's something that you want to do, like the bucket list is?
I've heard of it.
Okay, so a bucket list is a bunch of things you want to do before you die, right?
Mhm.
What if you can't get to do any of those because you're going to die in a week?
I would have to have a list first, but yeah, that would suck.
And you wouldn't do anything to extend it to make sure you can do the things off the bucket list?
I don't even have a list, so
Okay,
this
that's
is
all right.
a tough.
Fucking fine. I'm going to give you a list. Ready? Your list is you want to come to the bash, right? What if you find out you're going to die on October 10th before you fly? Are you going to do anything to extend that date? Or are you just going to accept that date?
I'm going to have to. From my point of view, I can't really do anything to extend it. Rationally, if you give me a doctor and he says the
No,
10th,
you're not looking at
that's
this the right way. No. He's telling you you have until the 10th, right? There's a way for you to extend it.
By
Okay?
helping
There
people,
is a
by
way for
saying
you to
hello to
extend
people,
it, but you have to do it.
to make people laugh. You're not going to do that to get
Yeah.
unchecked Jamie off?
it's going to be really difficult. Yeah, I will probably do it. I've been looking forward to it for a long time. I know. Is there an option so I could die on the plane ride back home to scare the people off
Sure,
on
you
the
just
flight?
stop making people laugh.
Okay,
That's it.
You don't
I'm
want
gonna
to
do it on
die
the
with your
toilet.
wife?
I'll give her a FaceTime.
Oh my god.
See if she's happy with that. You good with the little? Seems fine.
Oh.
She's responding, so we'll wait.
Oh, my. Oh. You know, people usually want to, like, hold each other, give each other a last kiss. Your last thing is a winky face and an emoji on FaceTime. Jesus Christ.
We're good. Don't worry
Just-
Hey,
about
by the
it.
way,
Just a
plane's
little
going
late.
down. I figured I'd give you a holler, say what's up. I'll see you never again.
It was fun while it lasted. That's it.
So you guys believe that when you die, you won't even see each other, right? That's it.
Exactly.
Nice. Wow. Wow. Makes me appreciate life so much more. Thank
Me
you.
too.
No.
Believe it or not.
How?
Wow. She is as dark as you, bro. Yo. Yo.
But she has a point.
I bet you it's better. She's lovely. It's
Well-
just it's the mindset.
Well,
It's-
hold on. Stop the train, okay? Stop the train. I'm going to comment on her comments, and she's there with you. That would suck, but if you cannot do the things on the bucket list, it maybe means you don't really want those things. People have things on a bucket list because either A, they don't have money, they don't have the money to acquire these things, so they need time to get that money to do that thing on the bucket list, right? That's usually the case. Also, things that, you know, you just never really got around to, which her argument works. But if it's a financial thing, that throws her argument out the window.
Doesn't that just prove that essentially we're living our lives the wrong way?
Yes, I can agree with that. I could totally agree with that. Because what do you do every day? You wake up, you go to work, you finish work, you go back home, you do a couple of
But
things that you want to
There's
do.
no other
and then you
way.
go to sleep.
There's no other way.
Right.
The grind.
But-
yeah, the grind.
It's a grind, yeah.
But-
And I think it's mundane.
Philosophically speaking, it's not. I don't think it's the way you're supposed to live.
No,
Mm.
but you see now a little bit the way my brain works. We're all working towards that. We're not working away from it.
Correct.
You see
agree with
me as like a deeply disturbed person
No, I don't.
that
Oh, I don't.
doesn't love life. I do. The problem I see with people that believe is they always want to extend it. Like if I die, then I live on. No, you have X amount of time. Kick ass. Go as hard as you can before it ends. That's really my
I agree
mindset.
with that statement. I'm not disagreeing with that. You know, if
Yeah.
I didn't know you, right, and just Sandra was someone conversating inside of the chat, I'll be like, that is one dark ass person. But me knowing you, I accept her answers as just someone that has come to terms with this is her life. This is what life is, you know. But normally, seeing that chat, I would kick that person.
Oh.
I would kick this person out of the chat. I'd be like, you are way too dark. I don't like your aura. But knowing how you are, I have a feeling that your wife is very similar. I think we put the wrong things on our bucket.
Also true.
Yeah,
Let
but
me explain.
there's a point, right? How many people actually put like material stuff on that bucket list?
It's
That
because
should
you don't
never.
have the money for it.
Yeah, but that
No,
doesn't really have any meaning, Jay. How
because we're
does that
taught.
have any meaning? A material thing, like
Because
an experience. Like if you want a nice car and you want to drive it, that's the experience. If you want to own 20
Oh, we're
cars,
talking about
and
like
it's not
bungee
about.
jumping. Somebody wants a bungee
Yes,
jump
that's an
before they die.
experience. That's an
Why jump
experience.
off a plane? Jump out of
Yeah,
a plane.
And
that's
you're
the
saying that
experience.
that shouldn't be on there?
No, that should be on there. Just the more stuff
but-
shouldn't be the bucket on the bucket
No,
list.
it's usually
if that
not.
makes
Bucket list is not stuff. It's usually to do
Yeah.
something before.
Yeah,
like,
it's not something like you go buy.
yeah,
You can't
right.
just like,
It would
Yeah.
be
oh, I
like, I
want
want to go bungee jump. I want to skydive. I want to go
Right.
to Paris,
to rock
France.
climbing.
And yeah,
How
and
many
drink
people
wine.
actually have it? I want to own this. I want to own this.
I
I
don't
want to
think
own
any.
this.
yep.
No, that's more
Many
like
over
goals.
here.
That's goals, not
Yeah,
a
those are
bucket
goals.
list.
Yes.
Yeah, bucket list is literally right before you die, you get to do these, and then you're content enough to die.
What's that thing that you put on
Yeah,
that
but
suit and you're like flying like a squirrel?
Wingsuit.
What's that called?
Wingsuit.
Wingsuit.
Huh?
Wingsuit.
wingsuit.
A windsuit. Yes. Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah,
See, that's on your bucket list. But
It
according
is.
to
It is on my
Jordan,
bucket list.
according to Death Couple over there, Death Couple, fuck you. You don't get the wingsuit. You're gonna die tomorrow, and it's all blackness.
No.
Well, that's
There you go.
that's Death Couple. Then from now
Well,
on,
I'm so glad they're not in charge of my life.
Their nicknames is DC. That's the two of those.
No, most people, it comes from a genuine place. Like most people we too, their bucket list seems completely messed up to me. They're not filled with experience like you guys all say. They have it wrong. It's filled with things they want to have, not experience.
That's because
That's why I say
taught,
set it.
we're all taught to have things and to hold on to things. A person could own nothing and be the happiest person in the world.
Yes.
We are taught and we see from other people, oh, I want either power, I want money, I want property, I want items, and you want to gather them, you want to keep them, and it's like owning a house. The minute you own a house and you have a mortgage, they have gotten their claws into you.
Mm.
You have got something to lose. Therefore, a person living under a bridge and he has his health and he gets regular food, he could be the happiest person walking around. And the dude in the Porsche who wants a Ferrari can be more unhappy than him because he's not happy with the Porsche. He wants the Ferrari and he's not happy until he gets the Ferrari, and then he's not going to be happy because he wants a bigger mansion, and then he's not going to be happy because he wants more of that. So,
But
Yeah, I
that's
don't know if that. I
you
think
you
we're
make
going
an
way
actually
too far
good
into
point.
this.
No, not too far. It kind of depends how high you put your bar for happiness. It all depends on that. How much do
Well,
you
yeah.
really want? So if you lower your
Well,
bar
see,
and you
that's-
But
say
no
I
matter what,
have
but no matter
shelter
what,
and I have food and I have health and I'm happy, then you're happy.
but no
If you
matter
want-
what, with the happiness though, that requires money, and some people don't have that money to acquire the happiness, whether that is a
but
car or a house, right? And I think most people would. I don't think car is a necessity, right?
No, I agree.
I think a house is a necessity, right? Whether it's an apartment or a condo, it doesn't matter. A place to rest
Shelter.
is a necessity. So, but that requires money, right? Some people don't have this money. So, if the argument is on a bucket list to own a house, if you already live in an apartment or you live and you're resting your head on something, I don't think that belongs on a bucket list because you're already, like, what are you going to get a house for just to die? You know,
I
Yeah.
No, but see,
agreed.
you automatically go to money, Jay. See what you just did?
yeah,
You went to, oh, happiness equals
it does.
money to buy happiness.
It does though.
It does.
If you have
Nobody driving in a Ferrari is sad.
Amazon tribe, let's go, let's take it this way. Amazon tribe in the jungle, never seen a white person in their lives. They live in the nude and run around, and they can
I
be
know where you're.
perfectly happy. He doesn't know what a car is. He doesn't know money. He's happy. He's got somebody to love.
Hey,
He's
first,
got
first off,
something above his head when it rains.
okay, first off, that person has never seen money, so nor knows the value of money. My argument
Correct.
is that 99% of this world don't knows what money is, right? 99%. That 1% of people on a Sentinel Island that throw spears at helicopters, how do they think that helicopter existed? So money is the problem of them, not the help. However, anybody watching the internet, okay, knows that money is a thing. And just I find it fascinating you're disagreeing that money is not the key to happiness. I was under the impression we were all on the same page here, that money
I'm not
is,
saying money is for us, it is, but I'm saying there's another way, not for all people.
but
Money
there
isn't
might be
the
another
way to
way.
happiness
But if
for
you've already
everybody.
been exposed to money,
There's
then
You
no
can't do
going
anything
back.
about it.
there is
Yeah.
no I'm gonna go be in a jungle with my buddies hunting
Well,
lions
not
or
many can
whatever the
do it.
fuck.
Not many can do it.
Right?
So
I know I couldn't go from where I'm at to not having
no, that's too
nothing.
late. No, that's too late.
Oh,
Probably
but then
too
I
late.
have a
You
question.
better have.
Then I have a question, Matthew. Where and Jay and Spade. Does that make happiness societal? Because the point of view changes in what kind of surroundings you are. So your happiness
Part
standards change completely.
partly does. It partly does, because if you let yourself be led by society on telling you, oh, this is if you have this, this is happiness. If you have this, or I want to have. So
Because I don't agree, Matthew. Because you're not basing your happiness off of society. We should name this the live we do anti-society. Like that's what we should name it because we're very anti-society. I'm not saying we don't like
yep,
people. We just don't like the societal mindset.
Oh, I
yep.
don't like people. I can say
Yeah,
that.
well, you can make your own shit called anti-people. So the if you, I don't think that it's based off society because my happiness it does have to do with a society, but that is the Hazer society, right? And it's not general public, right? So, but that's also that has nothing to do with that because what I decide, I need to get this car. That's nothing to do with you guys. That's got to do with me being happy and doing something for that. So I don't think it's a society thing at all.
No, but if you would never, like, if you would live somewhere more remote and you would never know about Audis or stuff like that, how would you want a car like that?
Right, but
Because you
that's we're
don't know.
talking about a superficial world. Nobody is in that world.
Right.
Yeah. Of
I
course,
mean, there's
of course.
people in that world in the middle of island somewhere. Yes, I get it, but that's not any of us, right? All of us.
No, no, but that was my point. Then the happiness standard changes. So your surroundings or your society does impact your belief of what happiness should look like. Some people want this out of life. Some people
I
want
can agree
that out
with
of
that.
life.
I can agree with that.
But I
Yeah.
don't know if it's a
For
should.
That was
I
my
think
point.
it's a want. I don't
yeah,
think
for
it's a should. I think
99%
it's
of the
a want.
people, society is gonna dictate what it means to be successful,
Sure,
what it means
100%,
to
Yeah,
have it,
I agree.
having made something of yourself.
100%.
Well, this goes back to what I was saying when I said that Jay was successful the other day, right? And he said he doesn't think so, right? So it's all a matter of
S-
opinion.
we think he is. Society thinks he is. Otherwise, he wouldn't have
It
so
doesn't.
many trolls.
Huh.
Right.
I have a counter for that. The way I see it,
But
maybe I'm wrong.
hold on before you go there, John. I gauge my success as it's never acquired. You keep reaching for it.
I
That's
was
how I
gonna,
look at success.
yeah.
Because your
Yeah,
success keeps changing. This is what I want now, and next week when I get to that, I'm going to want this.
No. Like there is no goal to final success. You understand?
Keep
So you
pushing.
just keep
Yeah,
striving
Yeah.
for the best.
the human want, right? We want more. We want more. We want more. Do we need more? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You need bare essentials: water, food, shelter.
Yeah.
Done.
All
Not
this we don't need.
power, not electricity, but
Oh, I don't know
you.
about that.
I need
Electricity?
electricity.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh
I
yeah,
agree.
but because you're used to it.
That's right.
The dude in
Oil.
the thong in Brazil, he doesn't know
Yeah.
electricity.
Right.
He's
But I bet
happy
you that
without the
dude.
electricity.
I bet you that dude using the argument of people that don't. I'm sorry, Jordan. Did you want to say something? Because you were going to say something.
No, because you already said what I was
Okay,
gonna
there-
say.
there
Like
is no
we look
final
up to
goal.
you, and you look above that, so
Past
it
further up.
always changes.
That might be success to you to get where I'm at, but me, there are people that I look at that are more successful than me. That's my drive to keep going to get that. And not saying that I'm not where where I am because of other people. That's on me. I could do that. You know, I could get on stage, do comedy, sure. About the people you said, that are on an island that don't use money, that whatever, they're Amazon. They still use money. It's just not in a fashion of dollar bills, right? They'll
Right.
order their chief the first cut of the steak, or it
Trade
is
your banana
payment
for a
of some
kiwi.
kind. It is payment. It's just not dollar bills.
It's a barter system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's
Yeah.
still
Barter.
money that's it's not money, but it's
a value of something.
Yeah, it's
like
currency.
I'll trade you one
Transaction.
banana for 2 kiwis.
Yeah, it's a transaction. I give you this steak. You let me
is.
have sex with 8 women in the village. Yes.
That's a deal.
Okay.
You're gonna get an STD afterwards, but sure. Go ahead. Let me eat this steak. Yes, absolutely. Interesting.
Hey, STD, you just go chew on some bark and it'll go.
But see, that's the question now. If I'm in the middle of the Amazon, what kind of STD could possibly be there? Like they would
Probably
have to
made their
be
own.
part of.
They
They probably made their own.
Yes. Yes. You know that Sentinel Island, I'm sure you guys have seen the video where it's like a bunch of people, it's off the coast of India, and helicopters fly over and they throw spears at it, they shoot bow and arrows. When you think of that, right, you can't say that's civilization. The reason why I say that, right, is civilization is something that's ongoing, right? That just goes forever, right? Or until the end of the world. But if you take somebody, any of us, and we go there, we're going to get them all sick and they're going to die.
Yep.
You're right. There's only 50 of you. And first of all, you're all related, right? If there's only 50 of you on the island, no offense, somewhere along the line, you're related. Like that, not only is your wife, it's your sister and your nephew. Or niece.
If you look,
The island
to be
of
honest, if
sister
you look at
wives. I
people
like
now,
that.
if you look at people now, can you really say we're that more civilized? We hide it better.
You don't think that you're
Yeah.
civilized?
I feel like we're pretending a lot of
No.
the time.
We're still monkeys throwing stones.
You think so?
We just became better at it and more sophisticated, but we're not really that more evolved.
Okay, so
Yep.
okay, then look at upper class, right? We could all agree that upper class tends to act better than someone of lower class, right?
Act.
But you
Act
just
better.
said it.
Right,
Act.
but wait, hold on. But
So,
regardless whether you're acting
He's not
or
really
not,
better than you.
hold on. Regardless whether you're acting or not, right? If I'm acting more civilized, right? And someone that's not acting civilized and they're more primitive, we can both say that the person that's acting civilized is more civilized. No?
Is he?
But what you count as more civilized, I feel like they're more entitled. That doesn't make them more civilized.
Entitled.
They
They earn
Yeah.
expect
that.
more.
They earn
Yeah,
what they had.
but they also feel like they earn. That's fine. Kudos. You worked hard and you got where you are. But that doesn't make you better than the rest of the world. And that's the mindset you eventually create for some people. Not all people, but some of them.
When you say better than the rest of the world, what do you mean? Better how?
Better they have the mindset because they created this business and they make X amount of money. They can basically do anything. See how many people that cross the law without even thinking about it.
That?
No, but that's the world that it is. I don't have to agree with it. That's just how the world is.
But no offense,
It is what
the
it
person
is.
that is rich, that does have all the stuff that they want, that is happily married, that's got their kids, that's got everything on their bucket list, right? They have everything on that, material wise and happiness wise. You don't think that they're living a better life than the four of us?
I would, I would,
It's all a matter of
I would love.
perception.
No, 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 no. I wasn't gonna say that, Spade. I would love to see a person that's extremely rich, has an amazing company or whatever, and has all the wealth in the world, that is also happily married and has kids. But most of the time, it doesn't end up that way because you can't balance everything. You can't be a successful
I agree
CEO,
with that.
work X
You don't
amount of
think I could?
hours.
I think I could.
What?
It's a
Yeah,
fact.
but
It's
that's
a fact that
that. Whoa. Oh, go, Matthew.
it's a fact that lottery winners,
Okay, that's
most of them,
that's not
end
successful.
up
Different mindset.
end up
Different
No, no,
mindset.
getting divorced.
no, we can't use that. That's bad because that's just giving someone that's already irresponsible
Money.
$50 million. That's bad. Go on. What were you going to say, Jordan? So you don't think I could do it?
No, I didn't say that. I think you could, but that also depends on the woman you're with.
You
You
know,
have a nice balance in a relationship. I think Brie is the perfect support and would support you all the way. But most women want you to take care of them, and then also want you to be the
right,
perfect father and the
right.
perfect
Right. Just
spouse
like you want
and
to
work
strive to get
120
more, they
hours.
want more out of you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
impossible. There's only so many hours in a day.
So you say behind every good man is a good woman. That's your argument. That's
Right.
what a lot of people say.
No, if you
Yes.
want that.
You
Yes.
just said
No,
that the woman, you just said that the woman has got to be supportive and it's got to be a good
yes.
structure. So behind every, and the man's got to be good. In order to be good, he has to have a woman that will also support him, right?
If he wants
Yes.
that in his life, I
Right.
think you
But that
could
was
be
my argument.
successful
Is that
without.
that's
Yeah,
a man with a wife and kids, and so
yes.
behind every good man is a good woman. You subscribe to that.
If the man is successful and he wants a happy relationship, yeah, you need a supportive partner. Yes, 100%. Because if she has the mindset, fun, oh, you take care of me, but then you work 120 hours and then she still expects you to do all the other stuff as well, that's an imbalanced life. You can't do that. That's unrealistic. And that's the way it's going right now.
Okay, go back to the original. So you don't think that someone that has everything that they want, that they're not better than you? You don't think they have a better lifestyle? You don't think that they don't have to
They have
work
a better lifestyle. They have a better lifestyle. I don't agree to the fact that they're actually maybe a better person than me.
Yep.
That makes
Exactly.
them more wealthy. That doesn't make them a better character or a better person.
This is a
Nope.
very difference of opinion. This is very different. So
Most
Matt, you
people,
agree with Jorn and Spade, you agree with Jorn?
but most people who get that wealthy have stepped on other people's heads to get there.
You have to
So
step
he's a
on people's
better.
heads to
So
get ahead.
so is that a better person?
Yes. Because you don't think that that person would step on your fucking face to get ahead?
So, but then he's a better person for having stepped on people's dreams and heads.
Absolutely. Because he did it before you.
Oh no, that doesn't make him
I
a better
agree.
person. That makes him
No,
a worse person.
So then I'm a piece of
I
shit.
I agree with you. Need that mindset. No, I agree. You need
Fuck
that
you,
mindset.
Matthew. Fuck you. Fuck
Look,
you.
at the end of the
But-
day,
No,
in order for you
no,
to
go
be
back
successful,
to-
you have to step on
You
people.
do.
If
You
you don't
can't
step on
name
anybody,
to
you're
me-
not
I
successful
agree.
at all.
You
I-
can't
I
name
agree.
one person in the world today, not one that wasn't born into money. Let's just remove that
Right.
out of the equation.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let's remove that. I think we'll all agree on that. If you're born into
Yep.
money, you didn't earn shit. You just
You're not
got it.
successful.
Okay.
And your
the lottery.
percentage of being an asshole just
yeah.
increased with
Absolutely.
80%.
Because you're entitled. Because you were born with literally a platinum cap on one of your teeth you don't have yet. The fuck out of here. So, look, I'm speaking from experience here. You cannot show me one millionaire, billionaire, whatever, pick the word, that is a nice person. when I'm saying nice,
I agree.
that will just give out their money to people. That will just,
Yep.
you're
I
just
agree.
not going to see it, right? Because you can't be that way and be successful. You'll have nothing because people will take it. Just like if me and you are in a race, okay? When you, and I really need you guys to go out of your box for a minute, okay? If me and you are in a race, competition, at the end of the line is $1 million. That's a lot of cheddar, okay? You're going to do everything legally to get ahead of that person. You're not going to push them because you're going to get disqualified, but you're going to find that last bit of fucking power in your soul, in your feet, your calves to get ahead of that person, and you're going to give it your all. What's the driving force behind that? Success, money.
Mhm.
So
I don't-
to not step on people's head, I'm not breaking the law by creating a business before you do. No, I just did it before you. And I'm going to step on your head. I don't give a fuck if you're family, because you're not going to take care of me. You're going to step on my head and forget me. I'm going to step on your head and forget you. I preemptively think about people that are going to step on my head.
I agree with
Oh, that's-
all
that's-
of
You
that.
wouldn't be
My point
successful if you didn't.
my only point I was making is just because you have more money, and I'm not talking about you specifically, Jay, but just because you're a billionaire or a millionaire, at the end of the day, that doesn't automatically make you better than me. That makes you wealthier, but that also doesn't equate you to a better person or a worse person than me. That's the way I see it.
Could make you more driven than the other person.
Yes. Oh,
Also,
most
but
definitely.
it doesn't make you a better person because you
We're
have
not
more
arguing.
money.
Hold on. Let's for people in chat that don't understand our banter. We're not arguing that I think that I'm a better person than you. Correct?
Oh, no.
Right. We're not talking.
We're not
about
arguing.
that,
Oh
right? 'Cause
no.
You've
No.
all seen
No.
other
In
sides
general.
of me.
In general.
You've seen other sides of me, regardless, right?
Yep.
But okay. But my argument is that I am better than some people. I am
I know for a fact you're a better person than me. I'll tell you that much.
right. I am better. Like you could
I
shoot
agree.
my face, and I'll still come back to you asking you if you need help. Right? Does that make me better? I don't know. I
More
feel like it makes it
compassionate.
worse. Yeah, I feel like that's a crutch. That's not a good thing.
No, how is that a bad thing?
Too patient
Because I keep getting
sometimes. Too
So I'm
patient
Yes,
hurting
sometimes.
that's true.
myself.
But at the end of the day, that makes you a better person than me.
Yeah, but no, it doesn't make me a better person because
Yes, it does.
it does
Because
not.
I would have given
No,
it.
it does not because I have to wake up with that pain, not you. We're
True,
talking about
but
a
at
better
the
person.
end,
We're talking about in general as a whole, right?
okay,
Happier,
but
wealthier, better cars, all bills are paid. Whatever. It's usually going to be gauged by materialistic things. Health is better. They got better doctors, right? You have a doctor that is on call for $2 million. You want to bet he's better than a doctor at a private hospital? Yeah, he's going to have
See,
a better
Jay,
than you are.
that's why we have the disconnect. Because I mean better person, somebody thinking they're better than you. They're
How
more
though?
worthy than you.
When you're saying better, what are
think
you referencing? Like,
Yeah.
what is better?
Ju- like Jordan said, just because a person has more money than you
Right.
doesn't mean he's a better person
I
than you.
agree. I agree. My
But what is the
argument
better
is
he's
That's
trying to
the
say?
that's
okay,
the
but
disconnect
I'm
we
going
had
to go a step
before.
further and say I agree with the money aspect. However, them just having money doesn't make them better. But all of the things that they get from the money makes their life better than yours.
Makes their
oh, I
life better.
agree.
Yes,
I
completely
agree.
agree.
Oh, yeah,
Which in
100%.
turn makes it better than you. No?
That makes
better
their
than you.
life and the material that they surround
Oh,
them
so
with,
you're
and
talking
maybe
about
they're
soul
healthy.
then. You're talking about soul of a
Yeah,
person.
yeah. Inner soul, yeah, whatever you want to call
okay.
it.
Well, I'm not. Okay, first off, most millionaires, billionaires don't have a soul, right? Like, they're more like Jordan.
Right.
So
Why am I not wealthy? That's my question.
you fucked up somewhere, but you're still young. But don't worry about it. You're going to be dead in 2 weeks. So
What did I do? I had until 80. Now I have 2 weeks.
Don't worry. You got 2 weeks left of your life. I mean, who gives a shit?
I got the bash. Oh, cool.
Nice. You'll make the batch, and on the way back, you're out. So don't worry about it. I'm gonna feel like shit if that really happens.
I'm so relaxed right now. You
I got a
couldn't
question,
believe how
though.
relaxed I am. No more stress.
But does making your soul better than everyone else's really make you a better person? Isn't that
Wait,
what if
what?
you're just doing that just to look like a better person, but in reality, you're really not. You're just doing it
No,
That's
for
but
the clout. You're
philanthropy.
doing
that,
it
That's
for
philanthropy.
that's that's the
but that's
difference
what rich
between
people do,
acting.
right? They make so much money
Yeah,
that they're like, "Oh, I'm going to go give it
yeah.
away. I'm going to go donate
For
here."
tax
But they're not
returns.
doing it because of
Yeah,
the
for
But that's the
hold
taxes,
on.
difference
They're
between
not doing it for the kindness
acting.
of their own heart. They're doing it for a tax refund.
which
So
all
stop,
Mm-hmm.
comes
guys.
down to
Correctly.
money.
Yep.
But then you're acting to be a better person. You're not really a better person.
Yeah, but people don't think
It's
about
the
that.
same
But
When
you
you
shit.
don't
look
know
at it,
that.
yeah, but people look
Perception.
at it.
It's all about perception.
Right. And if I'm perceiving and I'm making it look like I'm a
But you
better
believe
person
it.
than you by donating here and doing this with poor people and whatever, then what does that mean? That means
But
that
in,
everyone thinks that I'm better than you.
Yeah.
But in reality, am I really better than you?
but at the end of the
No.
day, you know better, right, Spade? Because
At the
you
end of the
Some
day, I
know
don't give
people
a
that you're
see
flying
through
judging
that.
it.
rat's ass. I'm doing what I'm doing. At the end of the day, I don't care if I'm a better person than Jordan. I don't care if I'm a better person than
No.
Matthew.
But
Okay? My point
Spade
is
makes a
that
good point. At a certain level, you're so high above everyone else because you're in a different club because of your wealth. Do you really care what the average Joe in the
No,
street thinks about
absolutely
you?
not.
Jesus Christ,
yeah,
you could have him shot in daylight and people wouldn't even sue you. Like in the back of the head,
yeah,
boom, and clear the tail of light. It just
that's
went
it.
off. Get 20
But
lawyers
but
and you'll
that's
be off by
right,
noon.
but that's what I'm trying to get at though. Just because I make it look like I'm doing something better than the other person doesn't necessarily mean that my soul is better than the other person.
Well, then
No,
I
No, but
because you're
that's the
doing it for
religious
the wrong
part.
reasons.
then I think what we need to figure out then is what is that soul, right? If the art one and I know you don't believe in souls, Jordan, but you got caught up saying yeah soul. So anyway, because yeah, you were in the
Uh-huh.
moment. Anyway, moving forward, the if the argument is
I'm losing grip.
the internal being a better person, what do you mean? Like emotion, compassion? What? Because I think most people, if we judge it off of helping other people, you guys, you dark people, made it very clear that Jordan is not willing to go say hello to somebody to make their life a little bit better, right? So you're not a better person than most. You're a shitty person based off
I would
that
agree.
definition alone.
I would agree. No, I'm just saying I don't consider myself to be like if
So
we're
you don't consider
measuring
yourself
good,
to be a good person.
I would say mediocre, in between, medium, medium rare.
I always say I like to think I'm a nice guy. That's it. It
And
is
you
what it
keep
is.
on thinking that.
That's it. And
Most
then that's
people
what
would
I think, and
agree
that's what that matters.
that Spade. What about you, Matthew? Do you feel like you're a good person? Would you help out
Spade.
people on the street? Would you do you
I
do?
do, and I did, but that doesn't mean I'm an angel. I've done my share of shitty things.
No, but you're better than most people, right?
I don't judge,
That's not.
not
I'm
myself,
Stop.
asking
not
you to
myself.
judge.
No, no, not myself at that level. Do you really truly know a person? You would have to know everything about them to be able to judge if you're a better person than he is.
Well, we can't.
No, but
We've
you're just
seen this
looking at what they
firsthand,
do.
right? With hazers, we've seen this. Do we really know anybody?
Nope,
I mean, do you really think you know somebody?
You
nope.
don't.
At the end of the day, even as close as a vocals is or a Zoom is, it's still on the internet, and people choose what they want to share. And you had some of these people at your house, and even then they still choose what they share with you. It all comes down to, like you said a million times, perception. I share this, whether you want to believe if I am telling the truth or if I'm making the choice that I'm telling you guys the truth. It all ends there.
Watch
Yeah,
this.
but that's
So,
being called being genuine or
so
not.
okay, but
Yeah, but
we
how
could,
many fakers?
but we could agree that I'm a better person than those people that left, right? Because
Oh, without a
I
doubt.
would agree.
right, so I could say I'm better than those people.
Yes.
Do you get
Yes,
the
No,
argument?
Nobody's
yes.
doubting that.
no,
Do you
no,
get the argument? So
because
go ahead.
no, you go, Jay.
Okay, so my argument is you said that someone of wealth or it can't say that they're a better person than some people, right? You shouldn't put me on a pedestal of being better, although you've seen both sides. you can clearly judge that. A fucking monkey could, right? So the reason why I'm better is because I would never do that to somebody, right? And I've proved that point. Like, I've given
Many
people
times.
back all their patrons for 4 years just so
Yep.
they could whatever, get their teeth fixed or get whatever. So that I've proved my side. But I still think that I'm better than a majority of people that are even currently here. Does that make me a bad guy? No. I just know that I would never leave you. I don't know if you will never leave me. So that makes me put up a guard for people that are new or for people that would want to get into my house or hang out with me or be my friend.
Right, because you've been burned so many
Oh
times.
my
You don't want to
God.
keep. You don't want to keep doing that.
How many times am I going to put my fucking guard down?
Yeah,
You know
That
what I
actually
mean?
it's like every
raises a
single
Yeah,
time
really
you
good
do, you
question.
get burned.
It does.
But in
It
the
does.
end,
It
you
raises a
still
lot of
do
questions.
every time.
I have only one comes to mind. Does a better person actually makes you a happier person? Because you've been better and
Exactly.
you've given multiple choice and you actually
But I
turned
think that's
out
totally
to
different.
be the one. How is that different? He's the
Agree,
better
Spade.
person in every single situation and still ends up the bad guy and
Yeah.
ends up with all these
Amen.
Right, but what does that have
questions.
to do
Hey,
with him?
fucking
What?
men. Hey,
Right, but what does
men.
that have to do with being happy though? Because the other person
That's
who left
happy.
and screwed it.
He did
Hold on,
he
hold on,
did the
hold on.
right thing and he turned
I
out to be
understand that,
unhappy
but I'm
in
looking
the
at it from the
process.
other person's perspective, right? So the other person turned around and said, "You know what would make me happy? To leave," and that's what he did, right?
But
So
that
it's all a
other
matter of
person
perception
didn't
again,
think. But that other person didn't think about me. They stepped on my head.
right?
Well,
They thought
no,
about
no,
themselves.
they didn't step on my head. I wouldn't use that argument.
No, that's too far. They didn't. No, but
Stepped
they
on your
thought about
heart. That's a
themselves
difference.
and how to make themselves happy. So what did they do? They bounced and said, "This is what makes me happy." So at the end of the day, it's again all a matter of perception, because you think of
I
this
think the
way and the
reason
other
why
person
that
thinks the other
happens,
way.
I think the reason why that happens, Spade, is because it flips back to no friendship but business mindset, and then it becomes easier to just step away
I will agree with
because
that.
then it
Yes.
it,
I
it's
agree.
it becomes another bill. It's like
Yep.
I'll save the 20 or
I don't have to
$100
pay it.
that I'm
Yeah.
giving Jay.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Then it flips
Yeah.
back. You joined up for X reason.
Yeah, but then what about
Eventually,
all the
you
Joined up
times
for
we
the wrong
spent
reasons.
together? What about all those good times? What about all that? You're just willing to throw that all away for $40, $20, $100?
Oh no, it's
Goodbye.
not about the money. Then it's what they want. Selfish reasons, nothing else. It's
They think of it
because
as it was an experience.
Yeah,
It was an
that's it.
experience. I experienced this with this person. I did that with that person. That's all. But I'm
Jay,
also
you do
greedy
the
and I
thing.
want to do
Most
this.
content creators, right, that have fans and have followers, their fans don't really have a say, right? Their followers, they don't.
No, they
We're
don't
different.
at all.
We all experience it. It's not just me that I experience the financial hardship, but you guys experience the emotional hardship with it, which a lot of you have turned off because of so many people that have left. And that could be in anybody's situation. But what you tend to find though is you take these millionaires, you take these billionaires, they have people coming out of the woodworks to be their friends. They could be people that left them, that never talked to them again, but all of a sudden this person won the lottery. Yo, let me call up old Joey, see what's going on. This is because their mindset is I want some of that money.
I think there's two sides to that. A millionaire that just becomes a millionaire overnight because he won the lottery is probably not used to it and doesn't have his guard up. Even and if you have a
That's true.
person, a
Agree.
business owner, and gradually gets to that place, he's seen it all. So he probably has walls above walls on
Yeah.
top of walls to guard him from all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, but that raises a good question. Does it? I'm gonna pose this question. Oh, I already know the answer, but does it sometimes affect you? Like I know it affects you business wise, but otherwise, or you can turn it off just like we do.
Like emotionally, you're saying?
Well, I don't believe you're actually gonna sit in tears for some of these assholes, but yeah, for a split second, like what? Because you
Sure.
do start
Yeah, I'd say
questioning
yes.
yourself, which is weird
of
to me.
course. Yeah, you know the answer to this. Yes, of course, of
Yeah.
course.
Even though you know you didn't do anything wrong.
Right, and it makes me question as to why you left, why you did this. And the thing is when these people leave, they pretend to leave, but they're still around. They're still around. They're still creeping.
But Jay, you
That's the
do
weird
what you
part.
do.
That's
That I can't
so weird.
understand.
That to me,
I can't
is so
understand.
weird. It's like well, I'm going to tell you the answer to that. The answer to that is money, right? I could still creep around, not pay anything, and get as much as information as possible. Maybe he'll talk about me. Maybe he'll say my name. Maybe I'll get that vindication, right? I'll get something out of this. But
He's talking about me.
Yeah, dude,
So
talking.
it's
I'm his
ego?
You
content.
remember, we're not going to say old boy's name with the wife. There's like 5 of them, but you get the idea.
Big
Oh,
one.
you talking about me mentioning my name? Bro, why are you even in my stream? I thought you hated me. Right? Oh, because it's money.
I wanted to know if you're
wanna
talking
pay
about me.
Money for me to. Oh, I got it. So it's the $25 a month or 50 or 100 or 200 or whatever you were in. Is that you didn't want to attach that with money. So, but you could still watch it and get some information. It's like if you watch enough of trailers of a movie, you could figure out the movie, right? If you
Right.
watch enough of the videos and watch enough of me, you could figure out the.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I don't take these
But I-
people as smart people to do that because they're fucking stupid.
Yeah, but there's the disconnect, Jay. I don't get like you said, they hate you. You said something truthful, and it hurt their feelings, and they stepped away. Why show up again? Why still be interested just to hear their name? Jesus Christ, that's a
Narcissistic,
huge
right?
ego.
Yes,
That's an
that's
ego.
exactly what it is. What Jay
Yeah.
said. It's narcissistic because you're sitting there and you're like, you know what? I'm going to sit in here and I'm going to watch and wait until he talks something about me. I want to see what he's going to say because I know that he talked about me behind closed doors. But what is he going to do in public? What is
Okay,
he going to
Spade,
say on
but
Twitch or
one
YouTube?
stream, yeah. 2 streams, maybe. But do it
I
endlessly
don't
in
think
the
so.
hope to eventually get a
Because
name call?
here's the thing. At the end of the day, you still find that person, what's the word? Entertaining, right? You watched him for a reason. So you're just sitting there like, I'm still going to watch him for the entertainment value. I just won't be close with him anymore. And there won't be any more inside jokes. So I'm just going to sit here and watch it for what it is.
And
And
then it
that's
gets
it.
to the point, though, where you're faded out and your name is never mentioned again. Then what happens?
Exactly.
Then what
And at that
happens?
point, who cares anymore?
I don't think we've gotten to that point with anybody. Maybe Sammy, but I don't. Yeah, because even Lacey still talked about. I don't think it ever gets to a point where you are truly faded out.
Because it's always going to be that one person that brings it up again.
Right. But that might be behind closed doors and not on an open platform, so that person doesn't have a name, so they stop coming around.
But don't you think a big part of that is them wanting to see hurt in your eyes, hurt in what you say?
Yeah, I think that more than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is dark.
They want,
but
which confirms they mattered.
I'm not even that.
They got to you, and it hurt when they left.
Yeah, you want to see someone else's pain to bring you joy. What is that? Sadistic, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's very sadistic.
But most people have it. Let's say you have an ex who treated you badly, and you saw her and she's after you and she's doing a lot worse. That gives you a little bit of joy, doesn't it? If you're honest.
Right, but what about the other way though, Joe?
Yeah.
What about the other way? What about when you see them and they're like they're doing better than you?
But I don't make it a point to mention it to that person.
No. But it's still it's deep, it's dark, and most people won't acknowledge it, but you still have some
say, I don't care
joy.
If you're not with, it's a valid point because people will say, I don't care. That I love this in shows and movies where they're like, I love you so much. And if you have to leave me to find somebody else, anything that makes you happy makes me happy. Yeah, bullshit. If you leave you for another dude, the last thing you're going to think about is, she's happy. You're going to be like, how do I fucking hurt this dude?
She's getting dicked down.
Yeah, like
I want to see the first person that happens to. He comes home early, wife is cheating, high-fiving the wife. I'm so happy you found happiness. I'll see myself out.
I'll be in the living room. Let me know when you're done.
You can even
call me
flip
for round
that.
2.
You can even flip that because let's say the same scenario. You break up. She was bad to you, the fucking bitch. And you see her doing better afterwards. That's gonna make you feel shitty.
There's that
But
better, right? What do you judge the better? Do you judge the better
right,
that she's got more money now? She's in a
She
better.
looks better than she did when she was with
Yep.
you. She looks happier,
Yep.
I
but
all
will
that
say
Matthew,
stuff.
this: I
question.
saw my ex, and I
Fo-
saw that she looks worse, and that I
Made
kind
you
of
happy.
no, I kind of felt bad. I was
Better
expecting the
man.
opposite. I was expecting her to get healthier looking, not as far as better lifestyle, but healthier aesthetically looking, not gaining another 80 pounds. Right? That could you could also use. I'm not trying to get into medical field, but you could use the argument that I caused more depression. So she ate, right? Because people usually eat when they're depressed, especially women. So that could be my doing. And that makes me feel shitty. Not like I won't get over it, like I did once I closed the tab out, like it was over with an ex. But I could just close the tab. Okay, I feel fine now. So, and that's the darkness in me, right? But I've learned to have to shut that off with people that do give me money to get an attachment, only to stop giving me money and then still want that attachment that came with the money. It's a shitty round robin, you know.
Well, my question to Matthew was when he brought this all up was, are you looking to see how they're doing, or did you just so happen to see them down the street and they're doing better? Like, for instance, you break up with someone, right? And all of a sudden you see them driving around in a Range Rover. Now, that's one way, right? Now the other way is,
Yep.
or you were on Facebook or you were on social media or
No,
whatever,
no, no,
and you
And he
click
looked
not
you specifically search them just to see, like, hey,
no,
I wonder how this person is doing.
not the stalky way. No, no. I just mean, oh, you happen to come across them, and oh shit,
Okay,
she's looking a lot better. She has more money. She looks
okay,
happier. She looks that way.
good for her,
yeah, right.
and that's
No,
it, right?
No.
I don't think anybody's gonna do good because why are you doing that now, but you wouldn't do that with me? And that might be a selfish.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we
Listen,
have to
I'll
admit
give you
it,
an
right? We
example.
have to admit that's being selfish, right? Like, good for them,
Yep.
yes, but why did we automatically go to the negative? Is you didn't do that with me, though. Like, it always resorts
But
back
see,
to you, and that's a valid argument.
yes, you're right, because I'll tell you this, like, I've had exes message me and my wife and say, "Oh, you're getting this now, but when we were together, he wasn't doing this." But those were two different situations. Back then, I couldn't do what I'm doing today, right? So it's a
You
different
have
situation.
exes. You can't just bypass that like it's a part of the story. You have exes that message your woman.
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
I, I
yeah. I have
you take
exes.
that very easy.
Same.
Like that's the most normal
How?
thing in the world.
Like, how is this a normal thing?
They're in a group chat. It's fine.
It's not just a group chat. I'm just saying.
Okay, that's weird.
Like,
It is a group chat. I was just kidding.
no, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not.
Do you realize how weird that is? That's like my ex contacting Brie. Like, that's weird. That's,
Major.
well, I wouldn't like any of that.
Well, look, the way. Hold on, because I broke my leg. Um, the thing with me is like, out of nowhere, right? They'll just message either me or my wife, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you did this. Oh, you did that. Whatever. You spent all this time. You spent all this time. You do all these things, but when we were together, you couldn't do that." Well, that's because it's a different
Why
situation.
did your
I
ex
didn't.
have your wife's number?
No, no, no,
You
no,
have
no.
some
Well,
crazy ass
what I meant
exes.
to say was message on social media.
Why
You
does your
message them on
ex
social
friends
media.
with your wife on social media?
She's not. She's not, but she'll send a message, or she'll send me a message and say things. You understand?
Okay, you got some crazy.
Can't you block her?
Well, you could, but if here's the thing,
But you make it sound
you
like
could
she's
block
now
her after the
unblocked and all the
situation.
hold on. You make it sound like now she's unblocked and you just get the messages because you said
No,
you
no.
said messages plural meaning
Yeah, I just
more
let
than
him go.
one.
Yeah, it's happened more than once.
Well, so
Through the course of the
different
years,
exes or the same ex? Because you
the
said
same one.
exes.
The
Well,
same
okay,
one?
so it's an X, the same one, just through the course of the years, just keeps messaging randomly throughout the year.
Why
like,
is she not
oh,
blocked?
because sometimes it's funny when you see these messages, you're like, why do you care so much about what I'm doing? Why?
The
It's just
sadistic
like you
side.
saying, it's like you saying, well, do you block everybody from your social medias or from your YouTubes or
My
anything
exes aren't
that
contacting my currents.
right? But
So,
what I'm
Spade, you
saying
do
is,
get joy out of it.
Yeah, clearly,
it's
because
not
you said
joy.
sometimes it's good. Holy
Sadistic?
shit! So you're not
It's
even
good to
being the
know.
better person. You're also being a piece of shit.
Yep.
Well, you know what? You know what? Listen, if that's how you see it though, then okay, fine. I don't see it that way. I see it as whatever, ignore that person, right? But every so often they'll send you a message and say, hey,
No, no, because
oh,
you
you went
you
on.
like to see it. If you were really good, you would have blocked it and you wouldn't
Yeah,
see
been
Yep.
done
anything.
with it.
One message,
Yep.
done. But you like, oh, they're still hung up on me. Nice.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's narcissistic.
Maybe,
Holy shit.
maybe.
So,
But
and
see, the
your
thing is, though,
wife
they
is
keep
okay
doing it
with this
though,
random ass bitch messaging
because she's
her?
laughing about it. She laughs about it. She's looking at this. She's like,
Yo, you guys are
Oh,
more
they're
fucking
both.
Jordan and Sandra.
Oh, whoa.
That's how
Don't give
I
away.
deserve that credit. I'm a deaf couple. Okay, I'm just saying,
I don't know about
this
that.
is fucked. This is toxic. What?
It is. It is. I will agree. It's
I,
toxic. I will agree to
Why
that.
not
But
delete this person? Why not block?
because okay, so at first I've done it.
Do you have
I
hopes
did
of
it on.
getting back with this person?
No, not at
threesome?
all. No, not hell no. Um,
Is she
At
hot?
first I did it on Facebook. I did it on Facebook, right? I blocked them on Facebook, but then they found me on Instagram. Then they found me on WhatsApp. Then like every single social media, every single like they'll just keep anything that I do, they'll just message on that. So to me, it's like,
That's
wow, you're so
you.
hungover. You're the
Okay.
one who broke up with me.
Okay,
Why are
that's
you
to
messaging
you.
me?
Okay, fine. That's to you. What about your wife?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
she
that's a
just sends random
stalker.
stupid things like, "Oh, that's not what you should be doing," or what? What? Like, what do
That's
you
a
care?
major red flag, man. That's
That's
just
called
Yeah.
waiting to get
stalk. For
worse.
God's sake, that's called
Hmm.
But you're
stalking.
smiling about it.
Spade.
That's gonna get
Oh,
worse
Because
and
I
worse
find
and
it
worse
hysterical.
fuck.
That's the thing, though. I find it hysterical. Like,
until
okay,
she does something to
would
your wife or you.
it not? I'm not worried about that. It's like a butterfly. Don't even. That's nothing. But it's like she'll go up to other people and say, "Hey, how is he doing?" Like, what do you care? You broke up with me. Why do you care what I'm doing
And
right
it's the
now?
same chick or it's multiple
Yeah.
chicks?
No, it's the same chick.
Is
Same
she
chick.
hot?
She was.
Are you saying that because your wife is in the same room?
No, my wife is actually in a different room, but she was back then.
Oh, she
She
got worse
was.
after you dumped her.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
like
she
what?
dumped me.
Drugs,
Wait,
food?
hold on.
Ah,
No, it's just I
oh,
guess
it was yellow.
stress. She looks like a skeleton now. But the point is that she'll just keep going at it and like, why? Why are you messaging? Why are you saying all these things to other people? Like,
But
am I
why
so
don't you say
important to
this to
you?
her?
Why should I have the conversation? I
Because
just
she's
ignore it.
messaging your wife.
Okay, and my wife is sitting there like laughing and saying, "Ha, look at this shit." Why? Listen, I've learned with that one, I've learned that any type of
I
reaction
mean,
is
with
going to
that
warrant
one,
another reaction.
this happens before.
What do you mean it happened before?
Well, you said with this one, so there's other ones.
No. I was saying with her. With her, she just keeps doing it.
Right.
Like when we were together, if you did something, if she said something, she would say the extreme, so that way she could get a reaction from you, so that way you could look like the bad guy. You understand
So
what I'm
you're
saying?
getting enjoyment out of an ex that's stalking you and your ex-wife, and no one wants to block
My
because
current
of it.
wife. I don't have an ex-wife.
Whatever the fuck, butterfly bitch. So you get enjoyment out of it. Your wife gets enjoyment out of it because this crazy ex is still messaging.
Yes.
You guys got
Yes.
problems.
Why do we have
I feel like
problems?
I want a double date.
I don't know. Your wife commented earlier, John. She's not into this. She doesn't like this situation. She said, "I would not like such a situation."
Let me scroll back. I don't believe it.
She said it. I would not like such a situation. Scroll up.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
thing you know,
No.
next
The
thing you
double
know,
date. Yeah, I wouldn't like it as well. I would block it after the first
Yeah,
message.
could you
I'm on the
imagine
same.
if you look at your ex-wife's, or you look at your wife's thing and it's her ex-boyfriend saying, "Oh, you didn't say that about my dick." I'd be like, "What the fuck? Are you?"
But there's the problem, Jay. I would find it annoying. My wife would find it annoying. But Spade and
But you
his
would
wife
block, right?
actually
You
get
would tell
enjoyment.
her.
Yeah,
You would tell
but they
her
get
to block
enjoyment
him.
out of it. I wouldn't.
You would
I
tell her
wouldn't.
to
So
block him, and you
yeah.
would, if you.
Oh, I
need
wouldn't
be-
need to tell her. I wouldn't need to tell her. She will block him just
Yeah,
out
this
of
is
her own.
crazy talk. This is crazy talk. I can't believe
But they get enjoyment out of it, so good for them.
It's enjoying because it's to me. I feel like it's
you don't
like
have enough of entertainment in life. That's what that tells me.
maybe I guess so. I don't know.
Wait,
I just find it
what?
hysterical. It's like, why would you do this? I mean, there's been times where she's threatened her. Like, oh, when I catch you on the street, I'm gonna fuck you up. For what? I don't know you. I never spoke to you. I never did anything to you. Why are you gonna attack me? You know, just because I'm with your ex, who gives a shit anymore?
Oh,
You understand what I'm saying? It's like, okay,
nope.
so you
No,
broke
I
up
don't
with
either.
me, and you're more hung up about it than I am. Why?
Yeah, but if
Why are you
threats are
so?
involved, Spade, if threats are involved, that's something you take to the police
that's
and
it.
and have her put away.
Yeah, but I know her. They're just empty
You
threats.
never know anybody, man.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
You
don't
never
anybody.
know,
But
bro.
my point is, like, I know that they're empty threats. She just sits there because she's the type of person that'll talk a big game through phone, through text, through social media, and what? Not going to do anything. I just feel like she feels threatened because I upgraded and she didn't.
Yeah, but that could
Now I
also be
gotta
a nice
ask.
epithet, Spade. That could be a nice epithet. I thought I knew her.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I think they're getting arousal out of this. Is this your guys' kink?
Yeah, do you
Compare
guys
the
pull this up
messages.
when you're fucking? Pull up that message.
Yep.
Pull up the butterfly bitch.
Let me see.
Let me see the butterfly bitch's message. Oh my god, that's it. Scroll that message. Oh, reply and heart it. Oh
Oh
god.
yeah.
10 seconds in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's typing
Yeah,
back.
so-
Look at the triple dots. Oh my god. Do it. Oh.
but
Come home to the wife with a
yeah,
bunch of flowers. Make sure to put it on social media so the ex can see it. Yeah.
no, we don't go that far. That there's no reason to do that
How
because
far
what
does she
we
live
do
from you?
10 or so minutes.
She knows where you live?
No, at least I hope not, because that'd be weird. That
You
would be
think-
Your
very
messages to
stalkerish.
your wife is not weird.
Well, no, that's weird too. But finding out where you live—that's a little
You
bit.
don't think she
That's a little
knows?
bit more extreme.
Spade, she's been harassing you and stalking you for years. You really think she hasn't wanted to know where you live? Come on,
Well,
dude.
okay, so listen. Let's just say, for argument's sake, she does, right? What's she gonna do? She's gonna come over here, okay? My wife can bench press her. Are you serious?
That,
Yes, but
Like,
if,
I'm not worried.
expecting
I'm not
it
worried
because you're
about
now very casual about it and just wait for
Mhm.
the opportune moment. Never
Well, what is she going
underestimate
to
the
do? She's going to
surprise
come up out
attack.
of nowhere. My wife
Yeah,
has
stab you.
the reflexes of a jungle cat. She ain't worried about anything.
Is she faster than a speeding bullet?
right? Or faster
nice.
than a
Yeah.
flying knife. I mean, like you got a Chinese star headed to your back of your head. I don't give a fuck if you're Bruce Lee. You about ready to get some holes in the back of it.
Oh no, I'm just
Well,
saying
First
let's
off,
take
I
it
don't know
closer.
anybody.
No worries
I'm
Your
about
just
wife
gonna
can
put this
jump
out on
cars.
record. I don't know anybody assaulting anybody with
She can
Chinese
jump a car.
cars.
I'm sure my wife can jump a car. Is the car
She
coming
can
at
jump
her?
a car.
Wait, is the car coming
Like-
at her,
like-
or is it at a standstill?
I
Like
said
the video we
Chinese
s-
stars,
like the video
not-
we s- like the video we saw yesterday. A car coming on full speed, so your wife can jump it.
I'm sure if the car's coming at her, she could jump high enough to
Bro,
avoid
bro.
the car.
Yeah.
I can't.
Okay.
How
I'm not
Spade is
worried about
married
it.
to Wonder Woman.
How long has this been going on? Why don't we just start there? At least a couple years.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. It's not a current
It's
thing.
been a,
It's been going
but
on for 5 years.
it's like a once a year thing. Like she'll just randomly send a message every so often. But
Is it a
it
special
makes you
date then,
wonder though.
Spade? Or is it just
No,
random?
no, no.
Is
It's
it
just
some
random.
kind
It's
of
just
date?
random.
Or
No, no,
Does
no.
she
Random dates.
drink?
Random dates. I don't know if she does.
drugs?
What do you mean? When you
Drugs?
were
I
little,
don't
did she
know.
drink?
Well, when we were together, no, she wasn't. No, she was whenever she go out, she was a casual drinker, but not
So she doesn't do
you know,
drugs, so it's not like on a stint of cocaine.
not that I know of. Again, I haven't. I
Well, why not
haven't
ask
been
her?
with
She's
her.
sending you messages.
Why?
Why
That's
not?
she just.
Yo,
That's what
what
she
up,
wants.
lady? That's what I would do.
That's
What's
what.
going on,
But
man?
that's the thing. But that's what she wants. She wants that interaction.
Well, how
So
are you gonna stop it if you're not gonna block it and you're just watching it? You don't want to stop it then.
Yep.
no, I don't want it at all. Like I could block it.
I'm
but
not
I think
judging,
it's
Spade.
funnier. I think it's funnier when the
I-
person you're messaging is ignoring you, and no
Everyone
one's
has different
replying.
kinds
You're just
of
having a
foreplay. I'm
conversation
not
by
judging.
yourself.
People do
What?
different fetishes. His is just being sadistically cuckolded by an ex that is somehow spying on your sex scenes. What are you gonna do one day when you open up your phone and the message is her taking a picture from across the way and it's you fucking?
Well, at that point, we're gonna have to worry about it. But I don't think so. I don't think anybody would.
Okay,
I wouldn't go that far.
that's crazy. That's crazy ex status shit right there.
Yep.
Okay.
Very
Now,
crazy.
would you be
But
okay
whatever,
with
it is what it is.
your wife's ex boyfriend messaging you saying, "Yeah, I tore that pussy up before you. Man, that shit was good. I fucked
All right,
her,
Ooh.
mate." You be okay with that?
Okay, and
You-
okay, so
that's what you would say?
What's the? But no, I see. I would read it and laugh and be like, okay, but who's she with, me or you?
Yeah, but I had it first.
It doesn't matter.
I'm the OG. That pussy you feel
I don't give a
is my
fuck.
long cock.
And I'm the last. I don't care. And I'm the last. I
Yeah,
don't
but
care.
last place is never good.
Well,
Every
that means that
every
I-
single
am
thing
I
she knows,
agitating you?
I
So-
learn her. I
Hold on,
teach
hold
her
on.
that.
The
Every
fact-
single thing
the
she
fact-
does, I teach her that.
Yeah, when she sucks your dick that way and cradles your ball, that's from me. I'm just letting you know.
Thank you very. And if he says that, I'll be like, thank you very much for making my sex life better than yours.
No, my sex life is good. I've upgraded. See, I'm
Well, that's
good
what I
at
say.
banter back and forth.
That's what I say. But what I'm saying is, if he sits there and he says, "Oh, I taught her that," and I'd be like, "Thank you for telling her what to do because now she's amazing, right?"
And I would
But
send
that
you a
sucks
picture
for
of
you
my
because
current
you can't
wife.
deal with it.
I would send you a picture of my current girlfriend and be like, "Here, you can have this. I'm done with this one too."
The problem
Why
is,
is that
Jay,
not-
in that
Oh.
story, in that hypothetical story, a person that actually did upgrade would never bother to send the person that's dating their ex a message because they upgraded. They're way beyond the
Yeah,
ex.
I'm
They
way
don't
beyond.
care.
I don't
They
need
don't
to. I
look
don't
back.
need to. I don't need an okay from an ex and say, "Oh, wow, you're
But you
doing
need
so
an
great."
okay from your ex to send you messages to make you feel better and you and your
That's
make entertainment.
yeah, it's
No,
still
no,
a
no,
little
no,
weird.
not at all. I don't feel like I need it. It just happens. So I just leave it and let it rock and see where this
Well,
goes.
you
And you like
block
it.
it and nip it in the bud, and it never happened again.
Yeah, I guess you could do that too, but I feel like if they went through all this to do that, then what stops them from, even if I block you here, you're just going to go somewhere else again like you've done previously.
Call the cops.
And then what are you going to say to the cops? Hey, just so you know,
Show them
my
the
ex
message
is-
that she's threatening you.
Yeah.
But
They will
at
take
that
that
point, it's like,
serious.
what are the cops going to do? They're going to go knock on a door. Please don't do that anymore. You can't. It's not threats where the cop can take it seriously and say, "Oh, this person is
Terroristic
emotionally
threats.
disturbed."
It's a very much illegal thing. Terroristic threats.
Yeah, but I'm sure the cops have better things to do than worry about
Right?
my
You're not
ex
say that
trying
when your
to.
wife comes home with a crowbar scar on her head because crazy
Highly doubtful.
butterfly bitch
Highly doubtful.
jumped from a
Highly doubtful.
rooftop and clocked her in the back of the head.
She came out of nowhere in a helicopter, jumped out, hit her over the head. That's not going to happen. I'm not worried about that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry.
Just saying,
But we're
a
still
woman
good for the
scorned.
double date, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I'll tell her to. Yeah, I'll send you her stuff. She can.
I ask you
You
a
can
weird
talk to her.
question. Can your wife hear the conversation right now?
No,
You're
I'm in the.
sure?
I'm in the living room. She's in the bedroom.
She's not watching the stream,
No, she's not watching the stream.
and your ex isn't in here, right? She
Why?
doesn't know you're on.
I hope not.
Okay. Who's got better sex?
Oh, my wife, without a doubt, 110%. The other one was like a dead fish, man.
Oh,
Like a dead
Just
fish.
kinda laid there?
Just lay there.
So what was her redeeming qualities?
Huh?
What was-
After a while, I realized there weren't any.
well, why were you with her to begin with?
Well, because
She
at
was
the time,
willing.
I thought, yeah, she was willing. No, at the time, I thought that she was okay. She was good. Plus, I've known her since high school and everything like that. So I thought,
What's her
why
name?
not? I'm not going to tell you over here. I'll tell you off screen.
Is her name Tawny?
No, Tawny.
Tawny?
No.
Okay. All right. Just wondering.
Mm.
You sure?
It's a girl, right?
110%.
Okay.
It's a girl.
Yes. Yes.
Let's go through the list. Hey, I'm not judging. I'm just keeping all options open.
You can't see participants because they're not active. They have to type in order for their names to show up. I was gonna look through the user list. It's not Twitch. Yeah, hey, listen, if you don't give a shit that she messaged, I wouldn't care if she messaged me, but messaging my wife, okay, I'm drawing the line now. This is crazy shit. This is
Yep.
And then
Especially when
Oh, I
they
wasn't
when they
doing that.
throwing threats, yo.
I was going
So
through
no-
his friends list to actually find the crazy. It's always in the eyes.
Is she
It's
on
always in the eyes.
Facebook friends list?
No. Why would she be on my Facebook friends list? That would make no sense.
How
That would
long
be
were you
like,
with
now
her?
I'm asking for it.
How long were you with her for?
2 years.
Oh, wow! And she's that obsessed. Holy shit!
But again, I've known her since we were 15 years old.
This is when you used to put the gel in your hair, like
Yes. When I looked like I was,
from Jersey Shore.
part of the, yeah. That was.
But
those
I
were the
don't
good
get
old
that,
days.
Spade. I don't get it because you said, if I remember correctly, she dumped you, right?
Correct.
Oh,
That's where it's hysterical because
Yeah, I
she
don't
dumped
get
me.
that.
hurt. Spade's hurt.
I'm not.
No,
hurt.
no,
How
no,
am I
no.
hurt?
Wait, Spade, did you? I said in the beginning, did you go after her or did she go after you?
Oh, I went after her.
Ah, now I get it. Now I get what Jay is saying. You still need closure.
Yeah.
That's why you keep the messages.
Why do I need closure for?
Otherwise, you would have blocked her a long time ago.
I don't need closure. My closure is
Then
that
block.
I've moved on. But I think it's funny though. I don't think it's closure. I think it's just hysterical that out of nowhere you'll get a random message one day saying random shit. And you're like, what? Why?
But okay, then it's the other reason. It actually strokes your ego. Like, oh shit, it's been this long,
Oh,
and you
yes.
still think about me.
Do you still have the messages, Spade?
Some of them no because I lost my Instagram account, so I
Some
lost
of them. So you even keep the messages.
How many messages? You said one a year. It's only been
Well-
5 years.
Well, sometimes those messages once a year are like 2 paragraphs. It happens, man. I'm surprised it's never happened to you guys. I don't get it.
No. Like here, my ex-wife messaged me the other day, right? She was like, my current ex-wife, my last one. She was like, I hope everything's good in Florida and a little hard, stay safe. Hopefully everything is good. And I was like, yeah, it's good. And that's it. That's that kind of message. I don't get no shit like, yo, that pussy ain't better than mine. You know what I mean? It was a good well-being message. Versus what you get is some other shit.
Well, let me ask you a question. Wouldn't the better revenge be to not block them and have them watch all your things that you're doing,
Why are you
so that way they can?
bent up on revenge?
Huh?
Why are you
I'm
so
not bent
bent
up
up
on
on
revenge.
revenge?
I'm
You,
not.
you
I'm
just said
not.
it.
Not at all.
Well, you just said it
No,
yourself.
but I'm
Wouldn't better
saying,
revenge be
wouldn't
for
it?
her to? Why
But you're
revenge
doing
wrong?
that, so you made that decision.
Right.
Because he's pissed off that
So
she left
instead of
him.
me,
So his
oh,
revenge is to make you, you know,
well, make
Make
her
her
suffer
watch.
for the fact that Well, that's what. But
that's
nobody's
dark,
forcing her
bro.
to do all this.
That's
I
dark.
She's
never
just
felt so
coming.
close to you, Spade, as now. I never felt so close to you.
Right.
Yeah, he's
But I'm not. But
dark,
guys,
bro.
you're failing to realize. Hold on. You're failing to realize. I'm not doing anything here. Okay. She's
But
the
you
one that's
not
coming
doing
to my
something is
profile.
doing something.
I don't believe that.
Exactly.
It
I
is.
don't
You're
believe that.
you're not doing something, but you're actually doing something. You're
So
making
you
the
love to see
problem
her
more.
squirm.
Yes, you're. It's more relevant.
Maybe, possibly. I don't know. I just feel like, look, I'm not purposely doing anything for you to sit there and say, oh, I wonder how he's doing. Let me go check up on him. The accounts are all there. Okay, you could see them. No, I'm not hiding anything, right? So if you're going there purposely, one day you're bored and you're shitting on a toilet, okay, and you're like, oh, I wonder how he's doing. Well, why are you thinking about that? I don't go around searching for you. I don't go around asking people how are you doing. That's some stalker lurking shit. So for her to do that, let her live. Let her see how I'm doing. I don't give a fuck.
Couldn't you say she's still living in your mind? Do you?
Oh,
Let's say,
No,
let's
I'm living. No,
let's
no,
say,
no. I'm living in her mind.
yeah. So you don't go like, oh, it's been a year. It's been a long time since I had a message from her.
No, I never think that ever, ever. I will be sitting there, and out of nowhere, a message will come up, and I'd laugh. I'm like, oh, I guess here's our yearly thing.
I would
I totally
100%
forget about
believe
it.
you,
Don't even
Spade,
think.
until you said you kept the messages.
Well, I left the
Yeah.
chat window there. I mean, what am I supposed to?
why not pull
It's
him
not
up?
like I delete them.
Show us these.
Deleting them would be hiding something.
Can
I'm
you
not
show
deleting
us
them.
this
For what reason?
message?
Off camera, I'll show you.
Okay, I'm interested. I want to see.
If I
I,
if I can find them, yeah, I'll show them.
what do you mean find them? You know her
No,
name.
the Instagram ones I can't. If
Okay,
I
you
find
said
any
she
on Facebook,
messages
I
on
can.
Facebook, right?
What?
She messages on Facebook, right?
She did. Yeah.
Add me to the group.
For what?
Yes.
Add me to the group and I can see the whole chat. Oh, you don't
That's funny.
like that? I'm gonna find things about Spade that are weird. Remember that time I stuck a giraffe stuffed animal in your ass?
No, 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 no.
Remember that time you took the anal
No.
beads from my ass and put them in your nose? You fucking dirty bastard.
That's still not a
No,
reason to dump a guy.
No,
because
no, if
because
anything, it's to appreciate him more.
anyway,
Anyway, that was
Moving
the
on.
subject.
moving on.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
You brought it up.
Yeah, not us. You did, bro. You gave us a window. And you know, here
I
it's
find it
improv.
crazy that if she actually threatened you, I know the rational thought you have. Like your wife, I've seen her. She's built like really well, and you are also not like a small person. You're also
Right.
well built. So realistically, yes, you could possibly defend yourselves. But why would you
Look forward to that.
Why would you let it go to that point?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's all
Because
empty threats, but why risk it? Why even risk it?
but I'm not risking anything. There's nothing for me to risk. I'm not worried about anything.
Yeah, but
No, Spade,
that
but
doesn't
Spade,
matter. The
be
fact that you
honest.
don't not worried about it doesn't negate the fact that actually something could happen.
if she's already kept it up for 5 years or however long, that means she's really cray cray.
Yeah.
Cray cray.
For a fact, she is really cray cray. I know that for a fact. But the fact that I'm not replying is the fact that that's why she keeps doing it, because she just keeps wanting to have that
But that's
extra
bad, Spade.
satisfaction. She
That's
wants that.
bad.
That's why I'm not
Yeah,
replying.
but it's not going away. That's a bad sign. Like if you would if she after 6 months
But
she
is it
gives
really
up
bad when once a year you just get a random
Yes.
message?
because it's
Yes.
consistent.
It just happens.
No,
Okay, if you
come
try
on,
it
dude.
multiple times and you don't get the response you want, you move on. The fact that she doesn't move on is scary. That should scare you.
I'm not scared.
What did she leave
I
you
have no
for?
reason to be scared.
What did she leave you for?
Huh? Because at the time, that's when I had the cafe,
Yeah.
and because I spent all the time working at the cafe and everything like that. One of the reasons why was because I spent all my time at the cafe instead of with her.
So she was jealous.
Yes. So
Hmm. Well, I wish you luck in your endeavors with your crazy cyber stalker.
thanks.
Yeah, obviously she hasn't been with anybody else because she wouldn't be messaging him because she'd be preoccupied.
No, she has. She has.
How do
She
you know?
has. But
You
it
haven't followed
feels like
That's
every
even
single
worse.
time. But that's what I don't understand, though. That's why the situations get weirder and weirder. Because it's like you're with someone else. Why are you thinking about me?
Just have to face it, Spade. Everyone in here has to face it. Once you have that little taste of Spade, it's really hard to get a.
Can't get it out of your mouth, right? It's like
Oh,
That's it. Yeah. It's like a lingering
Sour Patch Kid.
taste. Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
that's tart. Yeah. Good luck, man. Good luck with that. Honestly, I can't say I've ever had. Maybe because my exes, they don't end bad, but they don't end good to where you could still reach out to me and shoot the shit or talk shit. In your case,
oh, did it actually end badly, or you just separated ways?
Oh no, it ended up badly. It was a
oh,
bad thing. It ended up badly.
For you or for her? Like, was it because she dumped
Mostly
you?
for
Was
me because I
yeah,
was I was mostly for me because I was upset about it at the time, and I didn't understand it, and it didn't make sense to me. But for her, it was perfectly fine.
it makes
So
it even weird.
that's what I'm saying. That's why it makes no sense. That's why I said it from the beginning. I said she was crazy. So it's just I think there's a screw loose up in her head or something that needs to be
Exactly,
tightened
and that's
down
why I'm
because
saying never underestimate crazy.
You think. You think.
whatever. It is what it is. Can't do shit about it. Well, I guess you
Yes,
could,
you
but
can.
yeah. I said that. I just said that. I said I guess you could. But again, it doesn't happen as often as anything. So it's like one of those things where, once a year you just laugh about it.
you know what I found funny? Just looking at chat real quick. Um, so there's no way to see people in chat, right? But as long as I've been on YouTube, I've kind of figured out how to get around that, right? So what you could do to find out who's in chat, right? You do an @ right? And then you type in the first two letters, and it will give you every name with those first two letters. I find it funny that two people in here right now are Xazers.
Nice.
Let's give
See?
him
They're
a
always
shout out
watching.
so they get what they deserve. Let's give him a little.
You want to give them a shout out?
No.
Oh,
Yes.
I was gonna
I mean,
say
they sat here this long, right?
I don't know how long they've been in here, but if I do an @ and I'm not gonna say what it is because I'm not gonna give them satisfaction. I'll tell you offline. But you could see who's in here. You have to know their names on YouTube to do this, but
In that case, I'll do it. Thanks for showing up, Chessie.
That,
That room is vapey as fuck that you're in, Jordan. You don't got no fan in there? Jesus.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah. Full blast as
Oh, you
well.
got some little jeans on and shit? What? Okay. Okay.
To get all the
Now
exes
everybody's
riled up.
doing the at to see who it is. I see you guys typing in chat. Oh, if you only had the admin tools I did. Yeah, that's fun. Anyway, so thank you for showing up, ex-hazers. We appreciate you more than you know. If you stop being a hazer, there's no point of continuing to show up at streams. Unless, of course, you want to man up and tell us why your woman dictates your life. I can't
I'm
block
just
them.
glad.
I have to actually type in order for me to block them.
Hey, good for you taking the time out of your busy moving schedule to show up.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice. What's it like
Appreciate
having
it.
pussy control your life? You know?
do we know how their grandfather is?
Probably did. Hopefully. You know. Anyway. Pull the plug too. Your wife is dark, bro. Let me ask you something. Does she speak good English, Joan, or no?
Yeah.
She does?
Yeah.
What is... you're going to be put on a spot here. Hold on. Oh. Ask Jordan if he'd pull the plug on his wife. His wife said yes.
Yeah, she
Huh.
knows this.
Wow. It's kind of poetic, but it's kind of dark.
That's why I said spade, double date.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it. Worst that could happen.
Bring your ex.
Well, that was the whole idea, right?
Let me ask you, Jordan, is your sex life as dark as your life is?
How do you mean? I explain it like
Sure.
BDSM?
Yes.
Or no.
Choking?
No.
Punching?
It's no.
Missionary?
Oh yes, that's kinky as shit.
Wait, so there's no really? Cause
No. You would think that I
Yes.
can see your point of view,
Yes.
but it's not. It's we have
let's
this
just get
mindset.
this over with.
No.
Oh.
I have no complaints about my sex life, but I can see your point of view because we have this certain mindset about life and life ending and how we see
What
things.
about passionate? Like passionate? Do you guys kiss? Do you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really?
I'll say this proudly in the live. I love eating pussy.
I am right there with.
I sure hope so.
I'm glad you didn't say I love sucking dick. That would have ended a different term. But so
surprise!
So really, there's passion involved
Stream over.
too, like kissing and like.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Why wouldn't there be?
Because I see you as like, oh God, it sounds so bad, like emo dark. You know, like put that black makeup on your face and.
I could see that, but it's not like that. It's just my point of view of life. That doesn't mean I'm all goth, or that's how I perceive life to be.
Believe you me, if you see them in real life, they're made for each other.
They're
never
normal.
That's that. Like I just picture it like not wearing chains, goth, emo. It's just like the type of music you listen to, like the type of person you are, how your mind's. I feel like when we meet up, I feel like it's gonna be totally different. Maybe I'll be let down. I don't know.
How do you mean different?
Don't put too much
I don't
into
want
it,
you
Jay.
to prep for it. I don't want you to tune yourself. I want you to be who you are.
But
Make
I
sure
do
you wear
that right
colorful
now.
rainbow clothes.
What?
I do that right now. I think it's
change. But I feel like when we meet, it will make it. I'll understand more.
Yes, I hope you do. Because from my point of view, I actually think it's pretty funny that I'm this enigma you're trying to solve. I'm not that complicated. I'll tell you that right now.
So when you guys knock the boots, do you guys look at each other in the eyes?
Sure.
Yeah, I like that. I give you a huge
Wait.
that.
People don't do that. They don't look
No, a
people
lot of
in the
people
eye.
keep their eyes closed. I don't know why.
I
I
think you
think
would be
it's nice
surprised.
to have that
Say,
connection when you're
Because
looking.
it's
yeah.
a soul connection. You know, you're like,
Oh,
I'm
it's
in you, but I
so
see
hot.
you.
It is
Spade, how
so
many
Yeah.
people
hot.
that are married for a long time actually have sex with their lights on?
Yeah,
You would be
exactly.
surprised by that
Wait, I
number.
have sex
Okay.
with lights on.
No,
No,
he means
off,
off.
off.
He means
I
Oh,
mean
off.
off.
oh, I
He
was
Sorry.
gonna
meant
say
off.
we could have sex lights on or off. I okay.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
But he's trying to
yeah.
say that most people will do it with the off, so that way they don't see the other person,
Oh.
I
like in
think you would be
complete pitch
surprised.
dark blackness. I think
It's more
most
fun with the
people are.
lights on,
What
however.
about when you okay? Here, let me tune this up a little bit. Everybody can answer this. What about kissing? You kiss with your eyes open or closed?
Closed.
It varies.
Why closed?
I don't, because I don't think I've ever kissed any. No, I don't think I
Well,
kissed her with my eyes
let me
open.
follow
That's
that. Well,
weird.
what about you, Matthew? Eyes open or closed? If you were to like French kiss, like tongue kiss or lip kiss, whatever.
I think
I think with
closed
the
is kind
eyes.
of an automatic reaction.
Okay, what about
Yeah.
you, John?
Well,
I'm gonna be honest. It's been both.
Okay, so my follow up question was that when you're having sex, going back to the sex thing, if like so you're on top, missionary, right? And whatever, you're getting into it, you're sucking on a nipple, right? And like you go in for a kiss, like a sexy kiss. Do you guys not kiss during sex?
Yeah.
Your eyes are open, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So why not kiss while with your
Yeah.
eyes open?
From time to time, I do think it's subconsciously like they're close for not that you're
Really?
thinking about it. I don't
No,
know. That's the only way I can explain it.
yeah, I like seeing. I like the eyes. I like that connection, that love. If I have to close my eyes in the relationship, I don't. There's something wrong. Something's wrong. Whether I'm not confident in myself or I'm not confident in what you look like. And I think that sex is no shit. I mean, there's been studies on this. 80 to 90% of a relationship is based off of sex. There has been studies on that. Like literally, sex and without a relationship cannot be a relationship. It can't be. It's a
Nope.
huge part of it.
well, yeah, because then
Why
why
would
else
it
would you be
be
with that person?
awkward?
Why would what be
What do
awkward?
you mean awkward?
No, there's this one person. I just saw chat for a second. I think kissing with eyes open feels a bit awkward for some reason.
Why?
Why would it be awkward to look in the eyes of the person you love or care about? That's not good. You need to end that relationship.
Yeah, I think it's sexy when I do it.
Sandra's comment.
It's a practical thing.
Yeah, I find it sexy, like, and like, I don't know. I do a lot of touching with my hands, like eye touching, like touch their eye, like not poke their eyes, but like pull up their eyes, or grab their face, or
Yeah, do
lips.
the whole bitch
Yeah,
like, oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, like
yeah.
appreciating. God, you're beautiful.
Every inch. Yeah. No, I get
Yes,
that. Yeah,
yes. And
I agree
people
with
say
that.
you shouldn't worry about looks. Okay, sure, because I'm gonna fuck a hot
Again,
broad.
and I'll say this, and I'll say this again, okay, and I'll say it on YouTube this time. The only reason you actually started talking to this person is because of their looks.
Absolutely.
Nobody ever
100%.
said, "Hey, I agree with your political stance. Let's fucking get married." You understand?
I voted for
Okay?
Biden too. Let's fuck.
Yeah, no, nobody does that. If you don't think that your partner is beautiful, hot, whatever adjective you want to use, okay, then you're not going to be with that person.
I agree.
No one is going to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, he's ugly, but he's a nice guy, so I'm going to stay with them."
I agree.
No one ever does that.
Wholeheartedly agree.
You
Wholeheartedly.
started talking to her because she looked good.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's-
exactly.
Yeah,
Spade.
that's why a lot of relationships don't work, because she looks good, and in the end, you're not compatible.
Right.
That's why I got lucky,
Right.
Spade, for my looks, because
Oh,
my
that's a good point,
personality.
Matthew. That's a good point. So that's
Yeah,
a
your
very
personality
good.
is too dark and emo. But she's also dark and emo, so it kind of works out.
That's a good point,
So, but
Matthew.
if you know a person beforehand, so let's say a
Go
group of
for it.
friends, and you know a person, they get to know you, you get to know them. They're in a friends group, and after 2 years, you get together. Then you know what you're getting.
That could
That's
be an
exactly
argument.
how it happened.
Yeah, see, that could be an argument though for no looks, and that's a valid argument. Is that I've known this person, I love everything that they do. I'm willing to
Yep.
accept that they're not attractive. For instance, Bree's ex was fucking hideous. I just don't think Bree thought that she could have done. I mean, when I say ugly, we're talking 500 pounds. Okay, like in order for her to ride him, she had to push up his fat. Like
The
the look,
fupa?
yeah, bad, bro, bad, 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 like really bad.
Wow.
So, um,
But my
I
question is, did she really think that he was he looked nice
I
or
think that
or
she thought she couldn't
handsome,
get better.
whatever? Okay, so but that's
That's
different though, because
confidence,
that was just a confidence issue. That's why that happened.
right?
But for the most part, 9 out of 10 times, if you can't find one attractive thing on that person, you're not going to do anything with that person. Like there are people who fuck ugly chicks, whatever. But the reason why you fuck that ugly chick is because you were drunk and the alcohol made you find something attractive about that person, so you went home with that person.
Horny.
Bree, what do you mean you didn't
Well,
Well,
care? Well, what did you get with him for? What do you mean you didn't really care? Then what was the purpose of doing? Well, I don't understand. Why would you do it then?
to not be alone.
So just accepting anything. God, that's sad.
right, and that
Yeah,
was
it's
just
sad, but
That's sad. Like that's really fucking sad.
but you just said that,
right. But
Jay.
look at her
Like,
now,
and
though. Now they're a totally different person.
Spade said it also. The first reaction is physical attraction, right?
Sure.
What
Right.
after after X amount of years, you're fugly, you don't find anyone that you actually do find attractive because, well, let's say you're a 2 or a 3, eventually you do lower that bar just not to be alone because you want some connection. Any connection will do.
You have an example.
Welcome to my life.
Hold on, you have an example. Bree, can you come up here?
There's your
I need a
example.
quote for this thing.
I wasn't.
There, I have a good example of that to literally counter what you just said. Look at Fatterdome, right? That person wanted to be single, didn't want to lower their bar, wanted someone super attractive, and look at how he turned out. He didn't get anything. He's just rolling solo. So you don't.
But
I
see, that's the
I
problem with
disagree
people.
with one
If
point
if
in that entire statement, Jay.
What's that?
I think he pretended. Oh yeah, I like to be alone. That's not a choice, man. It's because you
no,
look the way you do that you're alone.
yes,
Face facts.
yes,
And you made it
yes,
better because
Yeah, I need to
you
go
went
off.
to hookers. But deep down, I don't believe that there's maybe there's a small percentage of people on this planet that can actually survive life on their own. But most of the time, they want companionship, love, whatever you
right.
want to call it.
Because no one who sits there and says I want to be alone is going to sit there and say I'm gonna hire a hooker tonight, because that's not you wanting to be alone.
True, but there's also people that are just so in love with themselves that they don't need another connection with another human being. They just want the physical act and be done with it, which I
Yeah, that's
can
called narcissist.
understand until a certain level.
I
That's
guess.
a
I
narcissist.
guess.
Oh, that's a narcissist 100%. But that's also maybe that because they're unable to make that connection because they're kind of full of themselves or they don't need it.
Yeah,
Do
but
you
when
think
you look
everybody
like
needs a partner?
that person,
I didn't get that. Sorry.
Do you think everybody needs a partner?
For the longest time, I actually thought no. I do believe now that it makes life more tolerable. And that's coming from the black hole guy.
Let me ask you something. If you believe that, life is what it is, it's, this is just it. Why move away from Belgium? Why not just accept where you're at? Why?
Because it's giving me a lot of anguish and frustration, and I don't want to be the guy that turns out to be 60, saw his life go by, and never undertook anything to change it. Just complain, like most people around me do. Not my wife per se, but most of my friends. Not Matthew, but other people that still hung around. In Belgium this and the weather and the politicians and the money is bad and I can't find a job, then do something.
I agree. You know how I feel about that. I agree. 100%. So you're saying about people being in a partner, so you think that people it just makes their life better.
Yeah,
Bearable.
I do.
I don't know about better. Bearable. I think bearable is the
Bearable.
word.
Yeah, that's the better word. I for the longest time I thought, yeah, I don't need anyone. And then until you get someone, you actually realize, yeah, it does make a huge difference. It makes it more tolerable.
Well, is it that you needed that person or that you wanted that person?
I wanted and I
There's a
needed.
difference.
Before you were
Yeah. I wanted her and now I need her.
Would you say before you were with someone you were more dark?
Oh yes.
So she made your life brighter.
Oh, 100%. And I did the same for her.
But you guys
And
are
that's
still
not
dark.
me being. But I don't consider myself to be dark. I find myself
I don't think so.
and Sander very harsh and realistic, almost to the part
But you
like it
show no
seems
emotion.
evil. But
So not showing emotion makes one dark.
but
But he
when do
does
I
show
don't
emotion
show
because he wouldn't be with
emotion?
her if he didn't show emotion.
No, well, we're not talking about him and her. We're talking about him as a person. You're not a typically emotional person, right? Like I've never seen you tear up, and there's been very emotional conversations. I've never seen you get choked up. I've never heard you get choked up. So that to me made you much reserved, and you don't have a lot of emotion. So therefore, you're just a dark person or a hard person to reach.
I would agree with a very reserved and a hard person to actually croak to get girl.
Well,
would
I
agree
tend to
with.
disagree with that.
Please enlighten.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not a hard person to get along with.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying a hard person for emotions to be shown. Not anger. Well, even anger. We saw him angry once with Danielle, right?
Lightly annoyed.
Okay, wow.
But wasn't he also
The
drunk
first time
that
I've
day?
heard you use the word fuck. So me knowing you for what 3 years? How would you say our relationship is? At least a year. I've seen you every day and I talk to you, right? So what would we say? 2 years? 2
Yeah,
years?
I would say
Okay.
2 years
So
that we actually.
I've heard you curse one time, right? So I would say if that's not your level of angry, I don't know what your level of angry is. And that could again not showing emotion, which in turn
Yeah, I can
dark.
agree because I've been together now 12 years. I have to ask. I don't think my wife has ever seen me truly angry.
How about cry?
No.
Wow.
You're spilling everything in the shit. Come on.
What about you, Spade? You cry? Your wife seen you cry?
Yeah, when my father passed away, she saw me cry.
Is that the only time?
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty much.
Matthew?
Oh, I cry.
You do?
Yep.
Are you a very emotional person?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. When you guys got me the laptop, you all saw it. When you guys got
Yeah.
me the laptop, I was bawling my eyes out.
I didn't see this.
Yeah.
Where was I?
There weren't even pictures.
Where was I?
I think I put them in Discord.
Yeah, I think so too.
Huh.
See, but that made me happy. I do have a set of emotions. It made me happy to make someone else happy.
Yeah, you're not scared to show your happiness because everybody shares that. The emotion of sadness or anger is more of is a weakness. Happiness,
Well, I
How?
show that. I show anger when I'm yelling at people, like I'm really
you're
yelling at
different than
people.
Jorn.
Like,
Jorn is a
right.
very difficult.
But he also gets more sarcastic when he gets upset. If you notice, he
Mm-hmm.
becomes super sarcastic. So at that point, it's like instead of him yelling and showing emotion, he's changing it and turning it into a sarcasm, making it seem like, yeah, I love you too, buddy. Yeah, go fuck yourself. You know
Yeah, I
what I'm
didn't see any pictures there. I didn't know where about the bowling of the eyes out. Where was this? Where did this happen at? In vocals and where? Why am I not in the loop with this?
I think you posted pictures. I'm pretty sure of it,
Yeah.
and a video
Yeah.
or something.
Yep.
Can't remember.
Was
I don't
You
remember.
po-
So I
you
can't tell
you
you.
you filmed yourself. I remember that you filmed yourself. You made a video. I have no idea
yeah.
where you posted it.
Was even spoken about in the live, I think.
Wow, I'm kind of upset that you guys, no one included me. As emotional as attached I was to Matthew. Did I help with the funding of this?
I think the mods knew, and they contacted you, didn't they? Dan? Because that was around the time that I remember
Did I help
specifically
with the
that you
funding of this?
mods. Nobody.
I think you were pissed off.
Yeah, I remember this. That were told you, and it's like this is the very last time. The next time,
Yeah.
and you, you call people out. So I remember this vividly, but nobody's responding. Nice.
Because everybody's thinking it was so long ago.
I don't know
Everybody's
why
like,
no one
what happened? I don't
contacted me
remember.
for Matthew because I would have right. So
Yeah, that's the
I'm
reason you
out
were.
of the loop. The reason why I was pissed off because no one told me.
Yep.
Like no one, I'm out of the loop. As emotionally connected I was to Matthew, I didn't hear anything until last minute. I didn't get asked for funding. I didn't get asked for anything. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
but
kind of fucked up.
I'll take the blame for
Yeah,
that.
I think
I
you
have no
should.
problem. Yeah, the thing is, this is hard to explain, Jay. Even though we're growing closer together, I also don't like bothering you. I don't feel like it's my place to keep send you a message. I'm
Yeah.
still just a grunt, if that makes sense. I don't like
But
bothering
why?
you. Is it my
Why?
place? Do I send him a message? Even with Florida, I was like, yeah, but do I send him a message? I wonder if he's doing okay. I really want to know that he's okay. Or should I
Why
bother
not?
him?
I,
I don't know.
I couldn't figure that one out. Everybody was asking, "Oh, wonder how Jay is." Has anybody heard Jay? Is he
Well,
okay?
I
Is
think
Bree okay?
I think
I
the
just sent a
reason
message.
I got
Are you guys okay?
I got 3
right,
messages. 3.
but I think the reason why to that is because people are afraid to message Jay because he's already dealing with X, Y, and Z. He doesn't need 1,000 messages from everyone. So I think everyone is just afraid to say something. So that's why everyone in vocals is like, oh, I
Yeah,
hope
but then
Jay's
that makes
okay. I
you
hope
think
Jay.
that nobody cares. I have feelings.
No,
Right,
it's
but
not
again,
that. It's
I think
See,
people are
Matthew, this is
afraid.
why
I
you
don't.
have feelings and you reached out to me. They don't have feelings.
Yeah,
I made that clear.
I sent the message.
I
Eventually, I grabbed my balls together and I sent one.
But like when there's something wrong with you, I reach out. Why haven't you been around? What's going on? Are you okay? It's never
Yeah.
reciprocated. Why?
Wait, no, I sent you a message.
Yeah,
If you
you're
were
one of
okay.
the 3.
Oh, okay. Shit. Only 3.
only
That's
3.
it. 3.
That's.
Jinxed your.
But for me, I
The
explained
worst
it. I
part,
feel that.
and the worst part, it was all Europeans. Oh no, 7,
Oh.
7 as well, American. Yeah.
I,
But it's the same thing with the laptop. Why didn't I hear about this?
Well, you
you
did
did.
towards the end. Towards the end of it,
It
you
was
were
already paid for. It was done.
right.
Who set this up? I want the person responsible for setting this up.
I'm very sorry for opening a can of
I was involved. I 100% was involved.
Who's the
And
person that set it up?
You're fired.
Put him on a block now. Jorn,
Me.
is it you?
yes.
And why didn't you?
Now I feel bad.
And why didn't you reach out to me and say, Jay, we're setting this up for Matthew. You know, we think you've seen my emotion in vocals when he was gone. You see me cry over this man. And your last resort was let me reach out to Jay last minute, knowing his connection with Matthew.
No, that's not the way I saw it. It was more of like, I don't want to beg for money.
You
Right. I think Lance put it in good terms. We give you money. We
Yeah,
didn't find
yeah.
it
That's the way I see it. I know
money.
it feels like we leave you out of it, but you already do so much for us. I don't
Right.
want to go back on it and say, hey, you know, we like to hang out. Give me some money back that I donated to you to help out someone else. It was, yeah, that's the way I see
you
it.
don't think that
It's
this
not.
is an extreme case?
It is, but from my point of view, even though you're very approachable, it's not on you. It takes a lot of balls for me to actually contact you. That's the only way I can explain
You're
it.
not my friend?
Yeah, no, I don't say that. No, it's the way I feel like I shouldn't bother you. I know you're my friend, and we're getting closer and closer with doing these lives. But
This
then even
bothers me,
still, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm not entitled on your time. That's how the way I see it. Like I don't like to
But
bother you.
So you think I'm
listen,
better than you?
Excuse me?
So you think I'm better than you?
Yes, I do.
And there it goes.
100%.
We know that.
We circled all the way back to it.
Oh, but I never disagreed with
I'm
that.
not better than you, Jorn.
Oh, but I 100% agree that you are. I've seen you do stuff that I said, nope, I don't have that set
I
of
would have never
morals.
done
You're
that.
better
Yep,
than me.
I agree.
Yep,
I agree.
you're a better person than me. I don't have the
He's
patience
done more
or.
things. He's done more things to people in 1 year than I have done in 10 years, and I would have never done what he's done.
And what's my payback
Yep.
for that? What's my
A
payback?
lot of anguish and loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. A better person, that's what I was trying to say. A better person doesn't make you a happier person.
A better person doesn't always mean you have gain.
Yep,
Something.
You
exactly
gain
that.
something. You, Jay, you do what you do because you are you.
Yeah, but I want to
And you
help.
can do what you do.
Yeah.
I
But if you
didn't.
don't give
If
me the
it,
option to help, then I can't help because I have no idea what needs to be helped.
True. I didn't see it from your point of view. I only saw my fear for contacting you.
Yeah, but that's something. I don't make your inbox or your messages explode every day. But if you have Jay's phone number and you have his WhatsApp, that means you're allowed to send him a message or a question once in a while. Why would he give it to you otherwise?
Especially with you, man. Especially with you. It's one thing if it's like, I don't know,
I
some
think
random dude.
I think people think it's annoying.
$3
It'll
grand.
be
Yes.
annoying to you.
Because I'm probably
Yeah,
not the
don't.
only one.
You just have to know when.
Yeah, but with the Florida thing, right? I'm worried. I want to know how Jay and Bree are doing. But maybe I was kind of hoping there's 400 patrons, 340 patrons, I don't know, that they all had the same reaction and were sending him mails, sending him messages if they could, contacting him, asking him all the same stuff I would ask him. I'm kind of sad it wasn't.
I got two WhatsApp messages, one personal message. I got hold on. I got Tony, Matthew, Jorn, 772 text message, and that's it. Because that's the only things I could have checked. Nothing more.
That's kind of a letdown.
Oh damn, we spoke on the phone, so I don't really count that. Wow. Well, that's what I gave you guys my phone number for, was to reach out when you need something, you know? Not, yeah. All right. Well, sorry I couldn't help, Matthew. Sorry.
That's
I'm
all
sorry I
good.
didn't. I'm sorry I didn't have the balls to contact you.
It's because you have no emotion, that's why, Joel.
It's not emotion. But yes, I do. Because I have fear, and I feel like I'm not entitled on your time.
Do? Throw you out? Kick you out?
No, it's just I don't feel. Also, I have to keep in mind the time difference. Whatever. I don't want to impose. That's it.
Yeah. Worst case scenario,
It's
you
just-
get yelled at. And
Right,
Yeah,
but nobody wants to
true.
get yelled
I
at.
can
it's
take that.
over.
But the same thing happened with the bash, right? Yeah, you were so kind, and you even said, "Why even bother with a hotel for that Thursday?" Same thing happened. Don't feel like I'm entitled to spend an extra day. I'll come when I am allowed to. And it doesn't matter what kind of bracket you are. There should be some kind of humility, and it seemed to be lost. Like you're just, my stance in this. We're all just a number. You're the one that matters. That's how I see it.
But if I'm the one that matters, you think you would take my feelings into consideration?
Yeah, it's
It's
kind of
really
sad for
hard for
Jay.
me to see.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying, Matthew. It's that I'm the victim here, and I do
Yeah,
not
but I
play victim. You know me. I just
no,
I get jumped
but
Yeah,
up, but I am the victim here.
no,
true.
but
I
I can
was kind of
understand
crippled
people
by my
putting
own
you on
fear.
a pedestal. I can understand people putting you on a pedestal. We all at some point do that, or to some degree do that. But if you really have a connection, or yeah, why not reach out?
A lot of
That's
people
something
see
I
you
don't get.
as a celebrity status. So the fact that they're not messaging you, they're like, "Oh, he's too busy for me to message him and say something."
If you
Because
were a fan or a follower on YouTube, I 100% agree, right? But if you are a hazer, you are legitimately my family. Like legitimately, you're more my family than my own son. It's not saying me and my son don't have a relationship, but I'm closer to hazers than I am my son. That's not on my doing. I text him all the time. Whether or not he responds, or whatever. You know, he's 26, 27. You know, but wow, it's just shitty. It's a shitty feeling.
I really apologize.
No,
I never
don't
meant.
apologize. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Just if it does happen
Oh
again,
no,
do
I believe me. You did call us out way back when, and you scolded us. So I learned my lesson. I'm not setting anything up.
well, this is what happens. All right, I can't tell you how many times
No.
I message and said, "Hey, this person wants to set up a GoFundMe because they lost their boat." No, the answer.
Bo,
I thought Shatter sold his boat. He didn't lose it.
No, we're not talking about Fatterdome.
He just drives it into trunks.
Yeah, but Pedro, I get that, right? But I don't really do reviews. Like, even if I'm gaming, you want to send me a message, you send me a message. We're friends, man. I don't like getting messages from random people, which I get all the time on Facebook. Hey, even now, even though vape review, well, it's not really dead, but I mean, I'll get 20, 30 messages on a review drop. Like that Beeper AIO, I got about 18 Facebook messages. And after that,
That I don't get.
I had people that messaged me. How they got my number, I don't know. Messaged me about how to get the RTA. They didn't even know what the rain was or what the meaning was, right? So I hold you guys on a different standard that have my number that were in that Zoom where it was emotional. I said, here's my phone number. If anything pops off, you know, I think I did say, if you need me, call me. and the argument could be said in your defense, Jordan, is you don't technically need me. But if I am the leader, I feel I didn't see these pictures. I didn't see the video. I didn't see anything. I didn't even. I knew about it, right? I just didn't.
Yeah, because you knew the laptop. We came clean about that, and we were scolded.
Too
But
late.
the thing is, I didn't. We do need you, but I didn't only need you for your money. If that makes sense.
You don't
And
feel like
that's not what I wanted to contact you. Just like, hey, what's up? Can you give me some money? That seems like that's
Give
not
me your
really.
monies.
Yeah, that's genuine. Like, yeah, we're texting more, but back then not really. So just come out of the blue and ask for money. That seems disrespectful.
Do you
What
remember?
I get out of it is it's probably okay just as long as you go, hey Jay, we're doing this for that person. That's it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, now I see it, but back then I didn't.
When did you? I want to do a timeline real quick. When did you get out of the hospital, Matthew?
April 1st.
I can see why you guys wouldn't bother me. A lot of stuff was going on in my house. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, because that was like what, 5 months ago.
Yeah. 6.
April.
Yeah, I could see.
That's one of the things I have issues with, is that just because you're a public person, people feel entitled to all your time, which you're not. You still have your own life. You have reviews to do, and I feel like people should respect that.
But you give me money, so that gives you an entitlement.
I don't see it that way.
Just because you think that you have the entitlement to do that doesn't mean that you should act upon it.
Yeah, you have people that give less money and go behind your back and ask for release dates. That's a mentality issue. You can't.
I can have the
fix that.
president's phone number. That doesn't mean I should call him whenever I want.
Oh,
No, but still, one doesn't exclude
do you have
another. You can
Biden's
still
number?
respect him, but
No.
contact him.
right.
Yeah. It was my issue. I felt like I couldn't contact you. I've learned.
No, because I was going to use the argument of, I remember when I was going to pick up Carissa and I sent you a voice message, Jordan. I don't know if you remember that, but I do, and I remember exactly what I said. And I was going to say, if it came after what I said, I'd be really pissed off, but it wasn't. If he's saying April 1st, that was way after. Yeah, so yeah, future reference. If some shit pops off with a hazer, and Bethany, to say that you don't know me, that's fascinating, because I feel like I give you guys my all in Zoom's Discord, not so much on Twitch or here, but personal level. If I know you by first name basis, yeah, we're good.
But I think people see it as I only know you as somebody that I've talked to on the internet, as opposed to I've met you in real life.
Oh no!
So a disconnect.
That could be what she means by like I don't know you.
No, you put in more time, and then you actually get to know Jay more.
Oh no,
the more you show up, the more you get the full picture. But that's also on yourself.
Correct. Yeah, but Bethany, just because people are here a lot longer doesn't necessarily mean that we know him better. There are just some people who know him better and others who know him barely. There could be people here who have been here for 4 years and don't really know Jay. There are people who've been here 6 months and know Jay better than people who have been here for 3 years. It all varies. It's all your relationship with Jay varies by what you do with Jay. Okay, so like my relationship with Jay is I've been to his store many of times. I've sat there and I've bullshitted with him. I've been to a couple of bashes. So that is my unique way of what I do with Jay. I speak to Jay whenever, something goes wrong. I'll message him or whatever the situation is. I personally, I'm one of those people that I don't want to bother him with more things than everybody else bothers him with. So that's why I keep myself, closed off on that situation. Okay.
But that
But some
that's
people
also
talk to him all
both
the
ways.
time.
Mate. That's both ways. You put in the time, Jay puts in the time.
Right. Correct. Yes. Yes. No, I understand that. I completely agree with that. That's why I'm saying your relationship with Jay is a two-way street. You have to give, he takes, he gives, you take. It works both
Yep,
ways.
exactly. There's a
People
lot
need
of
time.
information that Jay puts out, but if you don't care to
Right.
watch it, then
It's like I felt bad, right? So there's another hazer in Florida, and I was gonna reach out, but then a little bit of bitterness overwhelmed me over the phone situation.
Did you have a headache? Did you have a headache?
And I was like, you know what? No, because I've reached out all the other times, and I drew the line. I said, I'm done. I'm done reaching out. That's it. 7 I reached out to, Crossbow I reached out to. Well, 7 I reached out to in video and Crossbow. All the other hazers. So I don't know. I just feel like it's not reciprocated, and that's a shitty feeling. And if the argument is the reason why it's not reciprocated is because we give you money, you got to separate that business and pleasure. You got to separate.
Yep.
Just like I separate it, you got to separate it. And if I can do it, you can do it. Because you have nothing to lose. I have everything to lose.
Mm-hmm.
I have to lose your money. If you lose me, you gain money. So
I don't see it that
okay.
way anymore.
See, you can not see it that way. That's fine. It's not your money.
Oh no, I'm just saying
my bank
it's
account tells the same story I'm telling you right now, and numbers don't lie, bro.
it's true.
You could see it however you want. The closer I get to people, the more it turns to shit. There are a few exceptions, but it's a reality of it. That's something that I have to face, and you could say that that's the person shitty. If I would have never reached out and got a relationship with that person, they'd still be here.
And then you don't have a relationship, then you just have money.
That's fine. And what?
Okay.
But listen, no, seriously, let's be real. Let's do a track record. Past 3, ready? Last one left because of a bash, right? If the bash didn't exist, they would still be here. 1. Number 2, next person before that. Oh well, there's like 3 before that, but next big one. Got into a workout ethic and me scolding for being overweight. Left, right? I mean, we can keep going. Religion. I told somebody to stop complaining about their depression. Left, right? If I didn't care about any of those and I let them be and ignored them, the problems would not be there.
I would, but that's the only argument I have is yes, you are right by your with your analysis. The only problem I have is I don't believe you can change that side of you.
But I did with John. But I did.
Yeah, just one, and that's because.
Oh, it will be forever now.
Oh, because it happened. That's it. Done deal. Okay.
Yep, it will be forever now. I've learned my lesson 50 times. Now, if I lose one that I'm connected to now, then oh well, whatever. I couldn't fix it then, but I could fix it now. That's it.
Well, you know what they say: you learn from your mistakes, right? So
you're basically becoming me, more reserved.
Oh no, I wouldn't say that. I still have emotion. I'll still cry on stream. I still care about you.
I do too.
Did we lose Matthew? Matthew left.
Yeah,
He's
left.
like, fuck this.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. There he is.
He's like, I'm out. I don't want to get yelled at. Oh, he's back. Okay.
Too much
He
emotions.
thought he was going to
I
get
don't
yelled
mind getting yelled at.
Yeah, so it's like every time I cared. Again, if you look at the tracker, Sammy, if I didn't care about his pictures,
But that was.
all of them are me saying something, bro.
But you can't.
Ryan Waltman. Hey, don't say you were late. If I would have ignored all of that, I think the only or Cruz. Look, I could mention names all day. Cruz. If I wouldn't have said stop drinking and driving, he would have stayed. I got to be careful about what I say to people. You can't keep
But
it
it's as
real.
if you're saying something bad to them. Like that's
It's
what
not.
President
It
was
is
It's real.
bad
doing.
to them because they believe something other.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only argument I have, Jay, and you won't like this probably, is initially why we all came here was for your vape reviews. They
Right.
were brutally
Right.
honest and harsh, and then after a while you stay here and they act surprised because you're brutally honest and harsh against them. How does that
This
work?
is
You
new.
fell in, you came in here because you liked what kind of person you are in your reviews and how you conduct yourself, and then when you are you act surprised like, oh, he's harsh and brutally honest. I
I
don't
didn't
get
expect
that.
to be
That
this
seems
bad.
I
Yeah,
thought
but
he was a
we've been
sweetheart.
over this. We've been over this before. Most people go like, "Oh, I like you being honest all the time, and I like you being straightforward." Because until you say something that doesn't, that or they don't like, or pertains to them, then it's a different story all of a sudden.
Yep, that's called being a hypocrite.
Yep.
There are not that many people who can really live up to that. I like your being honest.
No, that's why we all have lots of friends.
This is why it's overloaded. I can't keep tabs on my 3 messages.
I kind of like it. I mean, it gives me something a different point of view, and that I can actually fix. If you have like 20 people around you that all saying you're doing a good job, you're probably not, but they say it anyway. Same with the shit. Like now they're putting the fat people on the front page. Oh, you look fabulous. No, you're not. You're close to death. Do something. Eat a salad. Take a walk.
See what it is. Autocorrect made a mistake. They wrote fabulous. It was supposed to say fat.
Ah, that's it. I blame the editor. There you go.
Yeah, it's an autocorrect thing. That's what it was. They don't look fabulous. They just look fat.
Fatulous.
Fabulous.
That's
They're
very close to.
Fabulous.
They replaced the T with the B, and that's it. Now they're fantastic.
And now we're back on questioning the sanity of current society.
Oh, here we go.
I think we
That
could
was
do
last
it
week.
with some more harsh honesty, really.
Yeah.
But then they're gonna go to the corner and start crying, and then say, "You hurt my feelings. I can't deal with this." Like, look what like when Trump was president, colleges need to have rooms for students to go hang out in because they were so depressed about mean orange man tweets. Like, really? Come on, man, grow up. Shut the fuck up. That's some bullshit right there. Don't stop. Like, tell me you're upset, world hunger or you want world peace. Okay, fine, but not because you're fucking the guy who's president. You got upset about what he said. Come on, bunch of bullshit.
We got a lot of sensitivity, but I think most of it is fake sensitivity.
Yeah,
To
because
make.
they want to be woke. That's all it is.
Yeah,
I'll
I
tell you.
also,
They want to become woke.
when it boils down to it, Spade, I think they want to be seen. That's why social media is as big as it is. They want to be seen, be noticed before they drift off into nothingness. That's it.
So I'm going to say and do something just so you can see me, and
Yep.
that way you can formulate your opinion about me because of what it is that I said. Okay. That sounded like a waste of time to me.
A lot of it
Yeah.
is.
And energy. And energy.
Yeah. Look, if you're banking on the fact that you want to become social media famous and using the fact that you're sensitive or whatever about that, you got this whole thing all wrong because you're going to be sensitive about everything. The one thing that I've noticed is that um, like YouTube accounts, if you have negative things to say about things, they become big fast. You know, they have a lot of views because it's like, oh, this guy hated this thing, so let's watch his hate rant. Everyone loves hate rants. When you start to say something good about things, nobody wants to watch that because they're like, maybe he's a paid shill. That's why. But when you start saying about things that you hate,
Yeah, I mean,
those channels grow.
my channel is a great example of that. I could have been like everybody else, but the minute they found a reviewer that's actually breaking shit, as much as they hate
Right.
it, different, and it's a negative fashion. So,
But see, there's a difference though with your channel though. You're being realistic about the fact that this product that you're talking about is bad or is good. Some of these other channels are just talking. Like, you should see how many Apple channels there are. Just pure hatred. Every day there's a video about why I hate Apple, right? Or why I hate Android. Whatever the case is. There are so many channels and they have hundreds of thousands of subs. I don't know how much views because I didn't look into it. But they have so many subs. Why? Because they're of their hatred of something. So people can get together because of the hatred of something. They get together faster than the people who have a love for something,
Yeah,
which is
extreme
mind-boggling to
self.
me.
Extreme self.
Right, right. But
yeah,
there's only
art.
so much you could
Same
do
thing.
to
You
the
could have a
extreme of
scary movie.
negativity.
You could have a scary movie that has very little blood, or you have a movie like Saw that's got a lot of blood, even though fake. It's got a lot of blood. It's going to sell more. It's the extreme.
Right,
People
It's
right,
just like
they don't want the mundane bullshit. You know, we've seen this 100 times.
right.
Right.
But at some point, the extreme becomes so much. How are you going to top that? Then people start saying, "Oh, it's stale."
What a movie, a horror movie, right? Like we've shown.
You make a sequel.
No, you see. I mean, that's a great example. I brought this argument up before. Is you see, this is dark, but like you say, okay, how can you go crazier than Friday the 13th, the slasher film, right? They'll start to show blood, like Face of Death.
Right,
Oh, that'll never make into a movie. Then they did Saw, right? What's the next extreme?
right,
Kid dying, on a movie that's been done in funny games. And then what's the next extreme? Okay, they'll never kill a kid and show the kid being killed. They've done that. What's the next extreme? I think there's only one extreme past that, and I'm not going to mention that, but
it's like how much more can you push on that?
And I think the argument is you give it time, that will be
Something.
accepted,
Yeah.
you know?
but it's like misery sells as well.
Absolutely.
Because when you're at home watching the TV and you see other people that are more miserable than you, it makes you feel better.
Just like watching some messages
that could be
from
used
an
in a
ex.
positive. Let me use that in a positive because I could relate to that very directly here shortly. When we had no power, right? It sucked. It was shitty, right? But I said to Bree, we were praying to God give us power. But I said to Bree, we can't complain because they have it worse in Fort Myers. They have it worse. So I was using it as a positive. Yeah, that we're miserable, but there's people that are way fucking worse than what we are. We should be happy we have a house over our head. And that might be the first time in my life where I took somebody else that was in a shittier situation and used it in a positive light. Like at least we have shelter,
Right.
Not.
But that's how it should be, though.
Get power before us because they need a house.
That's
Right.
you. I don't think it's most people doing that.
It's not.
No.
At the same time, I was hoping that Contra lost power. Right? I was like, I hope this motherfucker, the hurricane, comes by and he loses power and wants to come into Discord at 3 o'clock in the morning and nobody respond to him. I hope so. So there's your misery loves company. Didn't happen, but I was hoping for it.
Yeah, it did. It lost power for 1 hour when he was sleeping.
That's nice.
He didn't even notice.
Good stream. What was that? 4 hours? Jesus. Did you guys enjoy?
Well, that was a quick 4 hours.
Right?
It was really fast.
Very fast.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could go for like. What was that?
Yeah, it was good.
Laughing?
That was Matthew.
My dad.
Like a replay.
Oh, it was?
Sounds
I thought it was
exactly
somebody
like
else. I was like, what's going on here?
My dad.
Oh.
That's okay.
Yeah. 4 hours.
Yeah, that's nuts. Wow. That's crazy, bro. Okay. Good stream. I think we're gonna call this the anti-social society. That's gonna be ASS S show.
ASS.
Oh,
SS
love
show.
it.
Oh,
yeah.
bro, that's it. A
Yep.
period
That's
S period. That's it. S. Anti-social.
Make it a
Ass
nice
show.
thumbnail.
Make it the thumbnail. The YouTube will take us down.
Aw.
The S stream.
Use your armpit. Make it look like an ass.
Nice.
Or your.
That's not your armpit. I feel like you don't know enough.
I mean, yeah, elbow.
Use
Whatever. I don't know what the fuck this thing is called.
Use your inner elbow. Use your.
Inner elbow. Inner elbow. There you go.
You said use your ass.
Science was never my major
Use
strong
that as
suit.
the thumbnail. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. If that's your asshole, where do you get fucked? Like what? Is that where you stick the dick with your wife and ex-girlfriend? Crazy, right? Inside?
Yeah.
That would actually feel pretty good.
Something like
no?
that.
That would feel pretty good if.
I'm gonna go try it now.
Wow, that little vein in there. That's nice.
Now you're making me. Yeah,
That's
okay.
nice. Try it. Like close it around your finger. That's nice, bro. Yeah, a little bit of friction.
Ooh boy.
It's also kind of wet.
Why?
I don't know.
Why do you have wet inner elbows? What?
I have no idea.
It's also going to be hard
like,
to do
you're
that
like
to
Patrick,
yourself.
Sweaty hands.
Yeah,
Huh?
well, no, you could. Well, I mean, depending on how hung you are, you might be able to, Ooh.
It's awkward.
My belly gets in the way, so I'm in trouble, right? Like, plus, could you imagine walking in on somebody? Could you imagine walking in on somebody?
What are you doing?
Well,
Oh, God!
it's not what it looks like.
It's just
exactly
all over
what
your
it looks
fucking
like.
feet.
I'm just doing my exercises. Leave me alone.
I'm stretching. You stretching all right. Good stream, guys. Good stream. So next Sunday.
Very good stream.
Well, what's next Sunday? I think next Sunday is good. It's the following Sunday after that, I think. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So next Sunday we will reconvene 10 o'clock in the morning, same time. Thank you guys all for
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Be good.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Stay beautiful.